maternal group. And I'm going to let you in on that clash. Well, all of this and other maternal group look at this evening. A very interesting day to join in. Thank you so much. As an follow us with my photo. Joining us inside the studio now, Oga Catch. Dr. Catch, good evening and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me. It's always good to be with you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Dr. Catch, while you were away, a lot of things happened though. From Sunday, Benin Republic matter, and how we went to play Big Brother and bombed Benin. First of all, there was a denial, and then presidency now owned up and said that yes, he praised our gallant soldiers for playing the role of safeguarding our democracy. Plus the drama will happen before the House when he said they sent letter to Senate to approve the activities we will do for inside Benin. And Dixon come, they say, no, we're supposed to debate on them. And probably say, no, not before debate. Now just for us to approve, that's all. We're not supposed to debate them. We could just approve them. Plus the one way this our plane can't go taller for inside, sorry. Can't go remain for inside Burkina Faso. And people come talk say, wait, Burkina Faso, and I saw that they go Portugal. Air route from Portugal. How na can't go use pass Burkina Faso? And we couldn't hear from side, see, Portugal say they know they are aware. Say our airplane, the military airplane, stop for Portugal on their way to them. So we don't know the one will believe, and the one will not believe. But all of this matter will happen. If you just drop small word, I never finish. Riley Moore also visits Benue State, and he talked a lot. Of first time as he go Benue on Monday, as he come for Nigeria on Monday, come they praise Nigerian government, say he be optimistic, say the joint body what they won't do go day well, you go stop the killings and all that. On Tuesday, Wednesday, music change because as he go Benue State, he said the kind story when carry here. Say Mark, nothing talk and finish. The kind thing where we see people they suffer for inside Benue State, over 600,000 people in the ethnic camp and they be Christians. See that one said, it shook them as the tear woman belly let their night contact. Congress contact say, you know what, to no go feed and watch. Make all these kind of things they happen. I say, make I just give you a brief breakdown of some things that happen for your back. If you go put them out inside before we move on to today's matter, sir.
Thank you very much that we're having this again. On we talked about last, it was very thrilling. The Congressional Committee came in for fact-finding. We met some of them at the Hilton, and then later they started going to the site sale. One very impressive site was where they met up to 600,000 indigenous people driven into IDP camps, whereas foreigners from other countries were now head out to stay in their communities, their villages, their houses. Nothing proves that government is complicit than such pictures. People who, when they came into Nigeria in 2015, it was during the peace committee. It was called the 2015 Peace Accord in Mali, where the Fulanis were fighting with the Dogons in Central Mali. But instead of President Buhari to work with other leaders in the sub-region to get the people to go back to where they are, Buhari started plotting to have those people put in different parts of Nigeria. As I said severally, Buhari brought a bill to Nigerian Senate seeking to create national grazing reserves. They even made it in a way that they can take your land and you don't have unless you gain the approval of those who took your land before you can go to court. They were that foolishly full of themselves and entitlement. Nigerians rallied together and stopped it. He now went to try the issue of cows colony. Nigerians stopped it. He now tried the issue of National Livestock Development Program, in which the states were to bring land, and the federal government to President Osinbajo was to be head of him. But as we went to national elections, 2019, we came out, before government was to be formed, Nigerians found out that the Ministry of Agriculture, a permanent secretary, was issuing out LPO Svoruga. That was how the vice president to sit and just say he will no more be part of the government has ulterior motives from what he was told. So that crashed. The government also tried grazing routes, it failed. The government tried to all sorts of acrobatics to these people. When it didn't work, they now set up the militias to not get this land finally through industrial scales cleansings. And that was how those 600,000 people, they were seen in IDP camp by the American Congressional fact-finding team to be headed out of their communities, apart from those who were killed, and be put into that IDP camps, whereas those foreigners were not allowed. So that's what you see, it's a genocide. There is a target, there was a strategy. They wanted land. We couldn't give land legally. So then I formed this band of militias who were to go on ethnic cleansing, killing people to take over their land. That's why it does right with the tag. There was a reason for the genocide. And they turned it to, what's this called? Jihad. So they will come, Allah Akbar, and they will kill all the villagers. They will take their land. The government, with the policy of do nothing, the servicemen, security men, soldiers, enjoined by government not to engage with the militias as they go on to kill the villagers. So you can imagine such things.
I don't know whether I dare where say the president don't charge the vice presidents yesterday. Say make sure say he go find way to revitalize the grazing reserves so we get. If we don't talk yes, we will not get grazing reserves. Say na palace.
What he said,
make he find the grazing reserves, then make it revitalize and say that we'll build better hospital, build things there, so that these people then will be headers will move there to stop the farmer header clash. Those were the president's words. I will play the video. He said so that we'll stop the farmer header clash. And what did the president talk this?
That's just diversion by government. What they're trying to do is they know now that the fact-finding tour have seen these people. They now are trying to see if they can acrobatically create this, and that is government-forced ranches across the country so that they can remove the people who are squatting on other people's land and be able to return the indigenous people currently in NDP camps back to their lands. That's why you had the president telling the vice president to call an emergency NEC meeting. When he calls that NEC meeting, they will now make pronouncements on how the government can now create ranches around the country so that when these refugees are removed from these lands where they're occupying, which the Americans have seen now, there will be a place where they will take them to so that the indigenous people whose lands have been taken, that's the ones who are alive, can be returned back to their ancestral lands. Well, it's not going to be easy for government because in order to do this thing, you need to take land off the states. Yes, he has gotten all the governors to be on the same with him. I don't know if the governors will still agree to give up lands. But let's keep watching.
Well,
because
now,
if they give up land,
APC now, you sure say they no will give the land to support their person.
well, if you give up land, you're going to give somebody's land. And the law is very clear. You don't give somebody's land to another person. The way Nigerians acquire land, they buy land. Or unless it is for use of overriding public interest, then yes, government can take the land and build a hospital, build school. You don't take land to dash another person. That's not in line with our laws. I think the right thing for those people to do, let them go back to their countries. Since most of those countries now have peace, like there is peace now in Central Mali, let them go back to their countries. And anywhere where you give this Fulanese land, in future, they will use that as a staging ground to start attacking the indigenous people. They do not have history of peaceful coexistence with Africans anywhere on the continent. This is the problem. Yes, I repeat, they don't have any history of peacefully coexisting with Africans anywhere on the continent. See what they did to the Hausas. The Hausas allowed them in today. No Hausa man is emir anywhere in Hausa land. With a coordinated program of settler colonialism, the Sultan there does what he wants. Now he's being asked to explain why he keeps quiet, whereas those under him go on in genocide. He's telling Nigeria is not a secular state. What does that mean? That's what's the law. That's the constitution. That's who we are. We are secular. Secular means we have several religions which we respect, but we are not to tie the state to religion. No. The state is alone while spirituality stays with the people. People have a right to follow what spiritual platform that they want. That is what Nigeria is.
Yeah,
we are not
a religious country.
We are not. Listen, he's just being, the Sultan is being half truthful. He's playing with the truth. But this has been a hot issue, and we remain till tomorrow a secular country. So I don't know what he's going to say. They have used the processes of military rule to force decrees that kind of our secularity. And this is the problem. They undermined it, and now they are doing jihad. That's why most of us are thinking that best gift we've gotten this Christmas is American intervention. And because of that intervention, you're now seeing a lot of factions by government that you normally would not see. We are watching them. We are watching. And yes, from being complicit in the killings, now the Americans are coming. I'm seeing that a country with a government, the landowners are driven from their homes, and the congressional committee saw up to 600,000 people in camp, and the government is comfortable that others from other countries are taking over their land. These people are not Nigerians. If they are Nigerians, they could have gone back to their state. Their state governors will cater to them. But they are not Nigerians. These are foreigners from outside. Even during this time, money. But money is land is a different issue, because Nigerians, like all other Africans, are emotionally attached to land. Whose land would you give them? Whose land would you give these foreigners? Whose land? Let them go back to their normal place. If they claim they are Nigerian, let them go back to their state of origin. There is no state in Nigeria don't have land to settle his people. Let them go back to their country. This is what it is. So that's why you're seeing the Sultan and his other Fulani leaders being very shifty on this issue. Yet, we knew when this thing happened, we knew when Buhari told us this people came from places like Libya, Mali, Central African Republic, Faso, and the rest of it. Now it has become a problem for us. They have forgotten how they confessed, brought in the militias to come and use to fight Goodluck Jonathan. Now they brought in the militias, and they can't get the militia one of the things the militia solved, which is land. How are you going to blame me for problem that you solved? I will talk, they say, don't call by our name. Don't try to profile us. Why are you the person killing all Nigerians? Why are you embarking on ethnic cleansing? Why are you embarking in jihad in 2025? What kind of people are this? That's why I opine that the Sultanate, all it does is to stay and plot for settler colonialism. And that's why I see that as criminal activity. Part of that activity is what has led to this large-scale, industrial-scale ethnic cleansing, which you have now seen over a decade to be genocide. Killing the Christians in Britain. There are no Muslims. The Muslims you have there are just people who travel from outside and are living in the cities, like in Boko, in Kasinala, and in Makodi, trading. That's why the state is 98% Christian, more than 80% Catholic. What is it that Muslims are looking for? Shouting Al-Akbar, and they're using that to same thing in Plateau, in Taraba and Southern Kaduna. It was because of that that General Christopher Musa was appointed and resolve the crisis. Your people are being killed. But Christopher Musa couldn't function because the political leaders at the Ministry of were all from this same tribe who have been carrying out this jihad. Since they can't do anything, instead they are aiding it. As I'm talking to you, has told us who made the phone call soldiers to be withdrawn from the school at Kebi. It is still in that same notion of do not engage. They were called to come out and not engage. When they didn't engage, the terrorists came there and kidnapped people. Some of their leaders are even telling us that we should put them in the budget so we can be giving them the money Buhari used to give them, so that we can pay that ransom money for us not to be attacked and killed and by foreigners who came to our country and are causing all these things.
Okay.
Brought Allah and other organizations.
All right, sir. So people will talk. See, I mean, there's sense in what he said. He said that Nigeria is not a secular state, but Nigeria is a multi-religious country. It's much more of a multi-religious country than a secular.
So what?
If we're multi-religious
country is secularism.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Exactly. The only difference is a multi-religious,
so
a secular state will favor a particular religion against another, even though they didn't get.
That's what it is now. That's why I think he's just playing with words. He doesn't know what to say. Why hasn't he condemned the genocide for one day? Why hasn't he said that Muslims should not kill Christians? All he wants is to expand his kingdom, and these people are new. The indigenous Christians, because are being killed by Muslims, and this has been very true. Muslims were in Nigeria for 700 years before the Fulani came in 1804. Islam came to Yoruba land through Mali. Islam was in Nigeria for 700 years before the Fulani came to Nigeria in 1804. So what is it that is new? What are the Fulani trying to teach us? Okay? They should have left when the British left. They are here now and they are killing us. And that's wrong. That's why I believe that the Caliphate is a criminal organization. If all it does is to massacre Nigerians in a genocide so as to take their land and then settle Fulani inside Nigeria. This is wrong. Thank God the Americans have come and they've seen Nigerians headed into IDP camps as refugees. How possible? And foreigners are living on their, yet we have a government. Something is wrong. And that thing is unacceptable.
All right, sir. I mean, there's a lot to talk about this insecurity issue, and I wish they would fit exhaust them because the killings and still they continue. The killings never stop. But there are a few things I did ask you of. You know, we talk about the ranching with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu talk. We talk about the visit of the U.S. Congress, and then we also did talk about the seizure of our plane, a military plane for inside Burkina Faso, and this happened immediately after people they accused President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of attacking the Republic on the order of French government President Emmanuel Macron. Say Emmanuel Macron tweets saying don't talk to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Next thing we hear saying we don't send troops to Benin Republic to secure democracy with BCDD. So you know, some people don't talk about them, say we didn't really have any business doing that. Why some say no, what they did is constitutional and then we have every right to do that. People they talk say waiting our plane go defend for Burkina Faso will make it crash, even though some people say that because of technical issue. We hear say Burkina, we just hear say Portugal now they talk say they actually know they are where say military plane they come. I don't know whether it's true or not, it's not verified. But I want to be things we hear based on the excuse when Nigerian military would you like to chime in on that briefly?
You have to understand, for 400 years we've engaged with the West. First, we got from them the slave trade. Then we got again the colonialism, and after that, colonialism. A lot of Africans have made their dash for freedom. Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, and they ran to a better friend, in this case, Russia.
So you think that freedom, like they look for where carry make them conduct those?
That is what it is. The French know very well that they have lost out in West Africa, but they now think that they can employ Tinubu to help them stop the erosion. Their influence is eroding across the Sahel, and the suspicion is the coup in Benin will have removed a French crony in Benin and then put someone else whom the coup plotters probably think may take the country elsewhere. And that was why you saw the French had to beckon on Nigeria to do something. And people are asking, so Nigeria can act this fast and they can't do anything when militias are killing citizens on a large scale. Why? That doctrine of do not engage. Soldiers are being sacked because they engage ferociously with these militias. Why is this like this? And then when you don't engage, you will be shot at, and that's the reason why a lot of our soldiers ran away, absconded, and the army said they need to employ more people. I don't see people coming forward, but I think with the reversal of that policy of do not engage, young people may agree to go and serve in the army. Now, that aircraft is a C-130 transport aircraft. I don't know how it got there, but yes, Nigeria also put a no-fly zone over its territory on members of the Alliance of Sahel States, the AES, against the État du Sahel. So, if Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger are members of a state, and you tell them their aircraft should not fly past your own, despite you remembering that they are your ECOWAS brothers. So Burkina Faso also expect that Nigeria shouldn't be flying over their airspace with their aircraft for whatever reason, because if you tell me don't fly over your airspace, I will expect you to take the fact that you wouldn't have the right to fly over my own airspace. So as they got them there, they radioed the captain and said, you are here unauthorized. It's either you come down or we will take action. So they came down. Nigeria had been able to manufacture. They were en route to Portugal for services or whatever.
You say manufacture?
That's what it is. You have to manufacture a story that why your aircraft was in someone else's space without clearance are going to fly over someone's airspace, you would know. So you'll be able to call ahead of time to gain authorization to be able to go across the airspace. Nigeria didn't do this. They were caught while they were right on the airspace. So of course, they have to now manufacture a story to be able to justify why they were there. And that's what happened. But thank God that issue has been diffused, it has been resolved, it has been settled. Burkina Faso has released the Nigerian servicemen. I don't know how they will go about to bring everything to a close. So tensions have been brought down, and I thank the Burkina government for being very brotherly in handling this issue, because no matter whose interest we want to serve from Europe, it does not make sense that we start killing ourselves in West Africa because of the interest of Europeans like the English and the French, who are no good. 400 years that we've engaged with them has brought us nothing except slavery, colonialism, and neo-colonialism. France should allow the Sahel states to be on their own. the oppression long enough. And Nigeria should, if Nigeria run a good government, if the democracy were unfair, these countries will learn. But Nigeria has not shown an example. Because for Nigeria to get well, like Mandela said, Nigeria has to take the lead. So far, Nigeria has not taken the lead. Nigeria last election, Nigeria has not been able to conduct a transparent and honest census for going to generations now. Nigeria is the only country along the Sahel where soldiers lie to us that more people live in the desert areas than in the water areas in the south. These lies are not real. It's all part of the lies they also did with their decrees, trying to put Islamic interest over a Christian majority country. And when they can't get it, you can see now the Sultan and his cohorts trying to use violence to conquer the lands through a jihad. Has now been stopped and arrested due to the American intervention. They're happy about it. The American intervention has shown that we are a very, very divided country. Majority of Nigerians are happy for the U.S. intervention. So the attempt by a minority Sunni group to appropriate for themselves. The Americans will come here. Of course, there's a price too. Americans will want to know what they gain. Yes, we'll have oil. The oil we have are not being gained by the people. Since Tinubu came to power, all he's been doing is borrow, and spend. So what about our own resources? Why is he in and spending? We don't have implementations of the current year's budget. We are still implementing 2023, 2024. Something is wrong with Nigeria. Nigeria is not functioning properly. And that's why we think we will embrace and be grateful for any intervention, if that intervention will set our country aright. Right now, our country is moribund and it's not working for anybody in Nigeria. It's not working for anybody.
All right, sir. So it is something scary where El Zagzaki talked yesterday. For inside one video, we say, for interview, we say, it talks say this whole thing will make noise about insecurity. Say you know go stop, and you know why you know go stop? Simply because our leaders them go stop, and accept them. They want them to stop, not to stop. And this one, they like a scary. Even though some people feel say, oh, they know all these ones before, but because they like a scary reawakening of waiting you don't also talk about. Since make I play you shortly that video, make you hear waiting and talk.
For Buhari, it's simple. Since he has passed away, we will meet under their judgment. I could remember for Buhari, it's simple. Since he has passed away, we will meet under their judgment. I could remember when I was shot, one of his ministers phoned me, and I said this, when I was shot, I was in blood, right? One of his ministers shot me. Phoned me, sorry. He phoned me, and I spoke to him. I said, now I am waiting for my blood to drain so that I will pass. So my greetings to General Buhari. Tell him I am greetings. I hope they will do the government well. We will meet under their judgment. So judgment day will come, no problem. For Buhari, maybe he has started thinking, but we will meet. So that's over. The question of Buhari is over. All right? We will meet under their judgment. But this government, at least they knew something wrong has been done. They ought to address it. We don't have to demand. They ought to address it. And furthermore, I've told you that they even made promise, even though secretly, not openly, they made promise to us that when they come into power, they will address the issue. But the answer we had from them is silence.
Any further questions?
I remember, I think 2 or 3 years ago, there was similar conference in which I participated via Skype. I gave a speech of about 10 minutes about human rights, with emphasis on the human right, particularly as it affected us. In any case, I know for sure that those who deliberations, touch on different aspects of human rights, of which I will only touch perhaps part of what was touched or some areas which has not been touched. A human right, as we know it, even from a religious point of view, there was a book rather written by, rather than it was speech made by one of our imams, Imam Zain al-Abidin, in which he wrote 51 rights, which includes the right of Almighty upon his creation, the right of creation to in relation to others, like human being to other human being, and even human being to animals, and to even human to environment, giving each right its own right. So human rights is known to us long before commissions of human rights or human rights declaration were made some years back. 1,000 years earlier, we have an idea of human rights. We are creation of God, and each one of us has a right to life, which cannot be taken away from him unless he takes somebody's own life. Has the right also to his own faith. He has been given what we say, free will to choose.
All right, very quickly, I didn't state the part where he said that about the. I know if he played the video where he talked that thing about the, waiting the people within power do and how they create them. But make I quickly play that part because he accused people in power saying that them starts this insecurity and they know how they use to start that. Make I play that part.
Yeah, thank you very much for this question. This security problem was actually created, and it was created by those in authority. And if they want to stop it today, they will stop it because they are the ones engineering it. How comes the bush people who have been known to be cattle rearers, how comes they have guns? Where do they come? These guns come from? How comes those people they call bandits, they have armored vehicles, including tankers in the bush, and they call them terrorists or enemies? How come they have it? If it is in Maiduguri, where did the tankers pass? Is this they came from the earth or they came through? Where did they get the tankers? You have to every sane person know that the authorities are behind this insecurity. If they want to stop it today, they can stop it. Right? Now, by inviting those who are perpetrators of this, they will make it more aggressive. They are inviting the U.S., which is very clearly it is behind all these so-called terrorist organizations. It is behind. U.S. created Boko Haram. The U.S. is funding Boko Haram. U.S. creates what they call ISWA. They created ISIS. They create Daesh. They confess it openly. All right. I don't need to give you proof because they have said it themselves. They are behind it. They said that they will use terrorism to conquer Africa. Now you invite them to be a remedy to what they have been the cause. What do you expect? Mass killing of more innocent people, all right? And they will come not for security but to steal our resources. You see them in where there is gold, oil, gas, and other resources. You will see that that's where the security problem is. And that's where they will protect Christians. They will protect Christians in Zamfara and Katsina, where there is gold. You see them, they are protecting Christians. They will protect Christians in extreme northeast, where there are rare earths. They come for that, and they will create havoc. So if the government wants this insecurity to stop today, they will stop it because they are the ones doing it. No fool nobody can unless you want to be a fool, you have to understand that the Nigerian government is behind all these insecurities, previous and present.
Okay. Yeah. He said, except you won't fool yourself. See, Nigerian government, they be behind insecurity. Both past and present Nigerian government, that they be behind insecurity. And say, as for US helping us to fight insecurity, see, now the US said will use terrorism to conquer Africa, be hold Africa down. To say, I won't use people will cause your problem to you solve your problem. Is it possible? But if the Nigerian government wants to solve the problem, know what to do because they don't have a problem. They can as well fix the problem instantly. Let me take a reaction.
Well, for emphasis, that man, El Zagzaki, is actually an Igbuda man, Igbuda Kogi State. He champions the movement of the Shia. Nigeria Muslims are majority Sunni. So after the Iranian Revolution, then Iranian people came here, and it's one of those who now saw this new part of Islam and followed it. He is Igbuda.
He's not Fulani because
no, he's not Fulani. He's Igbuda. His people are the ones heavily in ISWAP. Understand that? And because of that, that's why you saw at the time when the government came in, they killed a lot of his followers in Zaria. That is the man. There's a man that they arrested, yes. When they arrested him, was during the time of the crisis between Iran and Saudi Arabia. So because he was promoting the Iranian positions with his Shia platform, so Buhari and Co, who were more with the Sunni platform led by Saudi Arabia, went after him, tried to silence him, arrested him, put him in jail. A lot of his followers under the command of
you heard what he said, that he lives
General
Buhari. He said he will meet Buhari on Judgment Day. You heard what he said about Buhari? He said they will meet for Judgment Day. Saying leave Buhari for God.
Yes.
On Judgment Day.
Of course, he doesn't like Buhari because Buhari killed his followers. Buhari arrested him. That's just to tell you. So he's like the new Aladura church. When the Yoruba broke away from the Cherubim and Seraphim and they started their own Aladura, it was an attempt to have their own. There's nothing wrong with that. That's why you see Nigeria is a secular state. You see, but then those who are Sunni don't wanted to merge the government together with their Sunni followership. And that's where we have this problem. Normally, religion should be something separate from the government. But the Sunnis want to merge the government and their platform. And that's why you're having this problem. And that's why we have these Sunnis who got to power and that they can even do as much under Buhari. And they started this genocidal ethnic cleansing programs on an industrial scale that has now attracted the international community's interest. Nigeria, as I said, remains till tomorrow morning a Christian majority country. But because of the Buhari and Co said no, them, the Muslims, they won the war, they cannot share Nigeria with the Christians. Since then, only Goodluck Jonathan and President Obasanjo are Christians that have ruled this country. The Muslims don't want. That's why you see Atiku doing what he's doing, because the Muslims say undermine the Christians, and if they ever get, they don't let them. So it was during the presidency of a Christian, President Obasanjo, that they got, and they started the Obasanjo ignored them, thinking it will go away. They now graduated from that to the jihad that you're seeing today. So, as far as we are concerned, all these things puts us in a state. Yes, we call ourselves secular, but because that the unit that the military gave us is not a defining constitution. It's not a constitution. It's just us. And because of we were looking for a transition from you, we've achieved that we are under civil rule, and we are not yet a democracy. A democracy is a place where you have your votes count. No matter what you vote, the Sunnis will cancel it and impose what they want. Imposition of Tinubu after taking money from him is the reason they come back to fight with Tinubu. Because as they come, most of them, Sunni Fulanis, Tinubu will say, what is it? I paid you off. I don't owe you. And they said this issue, they've had a coup. The coup failed. They are broken away from his party. They formed ADC. And now, as you're hearing, they escaped the killings as they did under President Goodluck Jonathan. And as you can see it now, the US, who worked with them through Obama then to bring a Muslim to power, as instructed by Qatar, suddenly, the same US had now turned against them to say, no, you cannot do this genocide, no matter what your reasons are. Another thing about Zakzaki, yes, it was the Muslim politicians who started the insecurity. But it's very difficult to know why.
So he's correct.
It is correct that the Sunni politicians started the insecurity. Now, the reasons why they started it, we don't know. Now we are seeing. Because one major thing we saw about the insecurity is that they use that insecurity to start a slow motion war, which over a decade we've seen the war has culminated into a genocide. And that's why the international community have now screamed and have come in. And as you can see, they're all in disarray. The country is not united. And half of the country are happy. Why? The American presence has now halted the Fulani war machine. Of course, they will not be happy about that. And Tinubu is going to do all he can to make sure that elections don't hold. If they hold, it should just be like a butterfly election that will just return him as he just flies over the thing. He has firm control of INEC. He has judges like Omotosha and Co who are willing to give bent judgments to make sure the opposition parties don't function. So for right now, our democracy is comatose and moribund. We think we need to restart Nigeria. Nigeria is not working. Economically, you can see what's going on. You're the one who talked about the aircraft, the airfares. I'm aware that today, the airline chiefs were called in by the aviation minister and they were asking, what is this problem? What are you doing this? And by this afternoon, we saw the airline fares started coming down. Because going to the east, the airline fares have gotten to
500,000 for one way ticket, not return ticket.
Yes, one-way ticket, yes, for the same 40 minutes flight, 50 minutes flight from Lagos to other parts of the country, you'll be paying about 100,000, 140,000, 110,000, 120,000. So why for the same one-way ticket for 40, 50 minutes to the east? The east. So it just shows you how the east have suffered so much. And I welcome the government's intervention today, but of course, let us look and see what that will bring. And I know in previous Christmases, normally when the airline chiefs will now apportion more seats to the east. Because apart from the Chinese in the world, only the Igbos do perform this annual migratory ritual. This is, they return home as if you're seeing migrations along the Serengeti. That's how it is. The buffalo's migration in the Serengeti is similar to what the Igbos do during Christmas back to the east. And that's what the airlines grab advantage of. Yet, in the past, they were known to introduce more seats, more aircraft, simply to take care of the voluminous returnees. But something is going wrong because the country is not functioning properly. People are now known to be doing price gauging. You either to travel to the east or you expose yourselves to the luck of the kidnappers. You heard what the leaders of Arewa said. If you want the kidnapping to stop, put our kidnappers and terrorists in the budget. I've never seen this kind of thing before. And kept quiet. Like if you want terrorism to stop, put the terrorists in the budget so you can be giving them money. I have never seen this kind of logic before. That simply tells you Nigeria is not working. So there's a reason why it has stopped function. And that's the need for us to sit down and discuss on how to start afresh and to see if we intend to stay together as one country or as the Muslims are insisting. If they don't, they will not agree.
But that discussion cannot even happen because it's not negotiable. Should they say our unity is not negotiable? And anything about referendum or such conversation, no even their constitution. And some people go talk, say, since Ibi say Jonathan do a confab, Buhari through one say it belongs to the dustbin because they don't like saying do the confab. Why is South and Atinubu never think of resurrecting the confab? Or at least doing something where we say we fit to work and make people feel live happily together. That's not letting people talk.
This confab is a confab organized for indigenous Nigerians. After that confab, foreigners took over our country. And when the foreigners took over, they didn't like what the indigenous people said at the confab. They cancelled it. So what you have is a struggle and those who came in but now sought to appropriate the country for themselves. Today, everywhere you go to, the Fulanis will not even one of them. That is Mebare. Mebare means somebody from the
Oh yeah, I think internet don't hang. Internet don't hang. But we'll look at him. I just need him to respond to that so that we'll move to politics and the drama will play out for River State because it looks like it's boiling in River State right now. And say it don't happen small under the radar boards. It don't take a different dimension now because right now people don't begin speak up.
Got this region of Katsina down to his ancestral homeland in Niger. We understand that. But it is he's now been denied by those who form the cabal around him and use him to now pursue their own narratives, which has landed them in American intervention in Nigeria. Nigeria is not working.
All right, sir. One more question around this insecurity issue. Do you think that El-Rufai is not happy with the appointment of Christopher Musa as the Minister of Defense? Because some people they talk, so since they appoint Christopher Musa, say El-Rufai not happy about the Senate at all. And so they talk. But we'll never, of course, see that kind of reaction as it be like that for El-Rufai. You think saying they're happy or not they happy? And if you're not happy, why?
Well, you don't understand. You have to understand. Up north, people like El-Rufai give the impression that Christians don't exist in the north. It of course exists in places like Christian majority states like Benue, 98% Christian. You have the same picture in Plateau. You also have the same picture in Taraba, majority Christian state. You have the same in Adamawa.
Okay, all right. Internet's not happening again. Sincere apologies. And somebody said Nigeria happens to your internet. I'm sure it will come back again. Sincere apologies, Nigerians. I just thought that we'd drop that conversation very quickly, then we'll enter inside other dramas when they happen. But the good thing is that whilst discussing this, we've touched, as many of the stories that we have around insecurity as possible. And
they have the same in Niger. All of them, like El-Rufai you're asking about. Yes, when El-Rufai was governor, the industrial scale ethnic cleansing of Christians in southern Kaduna occurred. And it was because of those industrial claim scale ethnic cleansing that Christopher Musa and his people were being killed. But when Tinubu saw that a lot of the middle belt voted for P2, he wanted us to bring them to him. And that was how Christopher Musa was out. Musa couldn't function properly because Fulani Muslims were put on top of him at the Ministry of Defense. And that's why, even though he now decided to reverse the do not engage ring, he couldn't do much. Of course, they removed him. Now, he's been brought back. Of course, that's El-Rufai's Fulani. And the Fulani are involved in a war of attrition. And a symmetrical war against the Christian population. Christopher is a Christian. Christopher is also a victim because a lot of his relatives, I will tell you, out of about 17 different commanders who were sent to the Borno war front, only about 2 survived, and Chris 2 that survived. You're sent to this, do not engage. Sometimes because of poisoning of the army, organized for you to be killed. Nigeria really wasn't good. Nigeria was worse than Afghanistan. So now that the world has taken attention, taking notice, let us see what is going to happen. And I still continue to opine that if we are to succeed as democracies, we must find a way to stop the engine of settler colonialism, which is the Sokoto Caliphate. The Hausas who dominate Hausa land in numbers, none of them can aspire to be governor. It still shows you how very fraudulent the Nigerian state is. They will come to Abuja, pay money, and instrument their ways to make sure only a Fulani will get a ticket to be governor. And this is a problem. The Hausas actually suffer the most under Buhari's rule.
But not be the Hausas, because you said the Hausas get the population. Sorry, the Fulanis don't get the population. So who they vote the Fulanis for during the elections? Since now only them they come out. If the Hausas vote for them, why they not go feel looking for their brother where they a minority party vote for that person? Why? So that means that the Hausas now they also support and encourage it to happen.
Nigeria yet doesn't have a functioning democracy. Whoever it is that the name appears on the ballot is the person who will go there that day with money and be asking those with cards, if you vote, you take 100 naira. If you vote, you get 500 naira. If you vote for me, so and so, you get 1,000. Of course, Hausa is very poor. Don't forget, Hausa land is home to humanity's largest concentration of children without access to formal education. It is also known to be the poverty capital of the world. Why? Just like Pakistan and also Afghanistan. The madrasas in Pakistan and Afghanistan is similar to the Al-Manjari institution in Hausa. And if the Al-Manjari institution stops them from getting access to proper education, nobody can employ you in insurance companies with that. Nobody can employ you in the bank certificate. Nobody can employ you to work at NMPC without managing papers. This is the problem. Elementary is Sunday school. Rote learning, rote cramming of Bible verses, of Quran verses, study at the Hadith. It does not teach you history. It does not teach you chemistry. It does not teach you economics. It does not teach you physics. You anything about humanities. All it teaches you of the religion. That's all. So when you now have done up to 15, 16 years of your life doing that, then you find that anymore. Because for you to succeed in a democracy, you need two things. One, education. Two, psychological understanding of the workings of the markets, which comes through experience. If you don't have those things, you cannot compete and win in Nigeria. That's why you see the Igbos have it easy in the north. When they come to the north, there is no competition for them. Because those who are dominant in there in the north in numbers to education. And you see they prosper everywhere, grow everywhere, take over markets and whatever. That is one truth. Because the Fulani leaders didn't allow the Hausas access to formal education. It is when you have access to formal education, you can do quite a lot of things. Could you imagine 2007, Imo State alone had more people subscribing to JAMB and WAEC than the 19 northern states put together. That's wrong. That's wrong. We need to borrow the Chinese model in training people for education. Can't you even hear? There are some indigenous Christians in the northern Nigeria that Muslim leaders don't allow access to certain courses. It is sad the kind of appetite we have in northern Nigeria. But now that the world is beginning to pay attention, they will find that the northern Nigeria is the darkest part of the world. It has a large amount of children without access to education than anywhere else in the world. It has the largest concentration of poor people than anywhere else in the world, because once you don't have access to education, you cannot compete. Living system premised on competition and merit. It's a problem. So we need to continue to struggle. Now you hear Hausas are beginning to speak up. But of course they can't speak up before, because once they talk, in the afternoon they'll be trapped in the mosque and then will be admonished for joining certain groupings, for going to listen to certain things. And I told people, if we sustain our democracy, our country will gain well. What we need to free Nigeria is free and fair elections. Because Nigerians have already gotten enough awareness. That's why you see the Sultan, head of the criminal enterprise, saying that the social media space is the terrorism space. Why does he say that? It's okay, it's possible for the state to be able to intimidate and subjugate the mainstream media, but they cannot be controlled. It is because of the social media that Nigerians were able to push out what the government got the mainstream media not to advertise. Because during the Buhari administration, the mainstream media were reporting of the Fulani insurgency. It was even the government that also coined the word, used the word bandits for terrorists. And when you ask the man you mentioned his name, Erufai said, okay, government doesn't worry because they are doing business. How can terrorists be doing business? Terrorize, take people, and then say, give me money, so that they can use that money to buy more guns, in which to use to drive their ethnic cleansing programs so as to gain more lands. It is gaining that land that has now brought the killings all over the country, for which the Americans have come to now, for which the Americans went to Benue State in the past 72 hours, and they were able to discover up to 600 people living in IDP camps, while foreigners occupy ancestral lands through a government program. Remember, the other time during on public affairs, he says, if you don't want to give up your land, die trying to defend it. That is better we give up our lands. That was additional. That was additional. We could die, that we could die trying to defend those lands. Well, we're not dead yet, and all I can say is Nigerians should know. Right now, we are fighting each other, doing the narratives war. They will speak, and we're not going to keep quiet. We'll keep quiet.
All right, sir. So moving on, let's get straight to River State and the drama playing out in River State. I don't know if you're aware, but you did Abuja, so now you go this to me. I don't know whether any kind wahala dey between your minister for inside Abuja and in president. But before we talk about that wahala, let's just get it straight to the crux of the matter. As the River State House of Assembly members to Similai Kumara's comment that he made during a road commissioning ceremony yesterday, describing them as unnecessary and capable of sparking another crisis. The speaker, Martin Abel, the briefed journalists, they actually called a press conference on behalf of the lawmakers, alleging that Fubara lied about the meeting with them. If you remember, Fubara had earlier yesterday said they denied any risk, said there's with him and he's saying that arrangements were being made for a meeting with Wike and other leaders. In fact, yesterday he said that Wike is yet to convene a meeting, that the FCT minister Wike is yet to facilitate his meeting with the River State lawmakers. But these people denied him flatly and said no. In fact, they accused him of a lot of unconstitutional things he's doing. We could just go listen to them.
In 2024, he spent with that appropriation law. In 2025, he was spending. Emergency rule was declared. Even after the emergency, in 2024, he spent with that appropriation law. In 2025, he was spending. Emergency rule was declared. Even after the emergency rule, we discussed with him in the meeting, saying, look, bring your budget so that we can take care of all you intend to do for the remaining part of 2025. There in that meeting, the governor told us blatantly that he will not do it, that he will not bring a budget. God is my witness. As I speak here, God is here, and God knows I'm not lying against the governor. Where the governor is, governor knows I'm not lying against him. I shouldn't have brought all this to the fore because we are trying to see how we can mend fences and move the state forward. So we have kept small, hoping that the governor will do the right thing. From September, when we met with the governor to this day, the governor has been spending without our approval, awarding contracts to his cronies, particularly those who masterminded the burning of the Rivers House Assembly. Awarding contracts to them, and they're celebrating it on social media, mocking us that they've been rewarded for burning down the Rivers House Assembly. The governor does not seek the approval of the Rivers House Assembly to spend. He has been spending from his strong pockets. We decided to just stay calm and hope that the needful will be done. Because Rivers people are yearning for progress. Rivers people are yearning for good governance. And we just decided to say, let's just stay calm. But the governor's outburst yesterday is the reason for this press conference. Because we need to set the record straight. And it's important that I also state that the minister of the FCT, His Excellency Omoye Wike, means well for River State. He wants peace. He wants the state to move forward. Let me also make it clear and inform Rivers people that within the tendency of the emergency rule, His Excellency Omoye Wike also summoned a meeting of all the members of the Rivers House Assembly. 27 of us were present in that meeting in the official residence of the FCT minister in Abuja. The governor was in that meeting. The governor sat with us. We had a meeting with the governor. All the members present were so shocked hearing the governor saying that no meeting has been called. Let me also inform Rivers people that after the emergency rule, the FCT minister also caused a meeting to take place at the residence of Chief Alabrama in his residence here in GRA Port Harcourt. We also had a meeting of the Elders Council. In that meeting, some members of the assembly, principal officers, myself, I was in that meeting, deputy speaker was there, the leader was in that meeting. How many meetings have I mentioned? How many meetings does the governor want the FCT minister to call for him to do the needful? Is it 100? Maybe he will tell us how many that is required. It's so saddening. What we're saying today, this press conference is really not what we intended to do. So, following the intervention of Mr. President, the ship has sold to allow peace to reign, to allow for good governance of the state. And that's why we said we won't be speaking to the press. Even when people are calling us, talk to the press, tell us, we said no, let's focus on our duties because we don't want to heat up the polity. And that's the reason why we have kept calm. Even when the governor refused to bring the appropriation bill for the remaining part of the year, we say, okay, let's not talk about it. Here we are. They are spending, see what is going on. As we speak, we don't even know what he's doing. Let me also say that in that particular sitting where we passed our resolution and called on the governor to do the meeting, recall that we also asked, or we informed Rivers people that we will go ahead to find out what transpired during the period of emergency rule. Part of what we have found out following preliminary observation, and I will state it again, is that the outgone administrator during the emergency rule left over 600 billion naira in the accounts of Rivers State. I'm saying it again. We know the exact figure. What the governor is doing, he has been spending it, boasting how he raised the funds to divide the assembly by the members. The governor needs to know that Rivers State Council Assembly members are not for sale. Members are for sale. So the seven of us will remain committed to the dreams and aspirations of the good people of Rivers State.
All right, sir. You hear what's in the talk. Now, these are very serious accusations. So if you say there's someone on top of the governor, say the sole administrator leaves 600 billion naira for the account of the River State government. Say inside that money, say the governor never give them account of how he spend them. He just spend money anyhow. And in the boast, say to use the money buy some of those 27 lawmakers to his own side. And he has all saying that they are not for sale. Just to note, about half of the lawmakers don't talk to APC, the other half still the PDP. And what do you think will be the problem when they go on now from inside River State? Especially because people they talk, say, it be like say Wiki and Presido not too tight again because Presido they vex her and so on and so on. But make I take your reaction.
Well, some months ago, I told you on this program that the problem in River State is that of armed robbers. When armed robbers go, you normally will have problem. I told you before, they didn't win the election. The state was hot for Labour Party. So, like you had Adoji said, Labour Party won, but the results were changed. In the same way, the governor followed them, and he was part and parcel of the gang that subverted the will of the people in the state. The problem they have now, the criminals, is how I am aware that the governor has started getting very close to the president. I am aware.
Independent of Wiki, without Wiki.
What do you do? All governors gain access to the president. They don't need a middleman.
Yeah.
So it is when the president, before he declared for the APC, he came to the president. So he has given them instructions to all move to APC. Some of them who want to stay in PDP and cause trouble to make sure the party dies, they are caught up there. So those who just want to obey have moved on to the APC. And that's what it is. So for me, my view is what it has been. That they are all thieves who stole the will of the people, imposed themselves. It's all right if they start fighting about sharing of the loot. That is normal. That is historically expected. You can see Wike has no qualms about morality, doesn't care, can kill, can do anything for him, always and away. And that's not very good at this point in our democracy. He's been tolerated by the system, so you don't expect anything about him to go straight or go well. That's what it is. I am not surprised at their tumult, expected wherever you have thieves gather to try to share loot that they collectively stole together. I don't expect any rise at what's going on now. As I've said before, they really never won the election. The party was in a momentous way for Labour Party. They came together, plotted to subvert the will of the people. So is that subversion that they're all paying for? Where what's going to be is going to be. You know, if you don't allow democracy to take place in your states, you shouldn't allow peace. You shouldn't think about peace to also be your own gift. It doesn't work that way. Once you do things in an illegal form, I think sleeping with your two eyes closed shouldn't be part of your prayers. You should understand that these things happen this way. So at least the way it is, I repeat, the governor and Wike were all members of one gang that stole the state from the voters. So it is that thing they stole that they're having problems sharing. And that's what you're saying. I'm not surprised about the crisis they're having in trying to share the loot, which is the power they've so collectively managed to usurp from the people. Don't forget, sovereignty is when you get power from the people. You can't claim to be sovereign when you do not derive your powers from the people. So what you have in River State is an aberration. And what comes from state capture are many. This is what it is. We just try to pretend as if abnormalities should be treated as normal things. You know, I believe in the laws of causality and effect. For there to be an action, there must be a cause. And once the actions are situated, there must be reactions to them. We are suffering from consequences of our actions. And we should understand, in a diverse society like Nigeria, when you organize with others to go steal something, it's normally very difficult sharing because there's no loyalty among thieves.
All right. As you talk tipping now, I've been want to ask a question, but I don't know whether make I leave and make I declare an irrelevance. Now, bad day, and John, what they talk about P2B? Say P2B they work for Tinubu and say obedient movement, then they be scammers and all that. Well, I wanted to actually disregard that conversation, but I don't know if you'd like to chime in on that briefly.
Disregard what conversation? Whose conversation with who?
Deji Adeyanju, he say Peter Obi, they actually work for Tinubu from back.
Oh, well, this game is just that he is like other young people who do not like stress. He's against Peter, and he has a fixation. You know, he's from northern Nigeria, so he thinks that Atiku should work. I think that person is working for Tinubu. The reasons why Nigeria's pendulum of governance should shift between the North and the South. And when I knew it is in the North, I thought it is not the son of the South. And that's one when they refused, or her article was using money to fraudulently undermine the PDP's MWC, to speak to my friend who's now late, Dr. Doino Kukwe, understood what I said. He said, what do we do? I said, I'm not getting younger, Tumba. We have done enough, because I worked him in the campaign trail of Bukola Saraki. I said, how do we get kind? I said, don't worry, we'll get one. And we started candidates. We had 3 Southerners then. We had what's his name? Pius Anyim. He wasn't getting the tune we thought. We had he really wasn't there in the party. So I had some Northerners who called me and said, look, if what you're trying to do must work, go find Peter. And I said, why you say go find Peter? They said, some of your people have money from business, but they don't put it into politics. Go get Peter. Peter put money into Atiku's campaign in 2013. And that's how I Peter said, no, I shouldn't talk to him. That he will never go against Atiku. I said, okay. I left him and started talking to elderly people like Okwadike and Chief Okay. They were able to call him and say, look, this man from your party, your office, said this is what it is. And with pressure and other things, we're able to get Peter, because I understood the game was simple. Don't let a Southerner become president. You saw that in Buhari, and Abiola won, they annulled it and gave the advantage to a Northerner who is, was his name, Abacha. And that was how the Southerners started Nadeku. And then everywhere was heated up. And to make peace, they had to bring Obasanjo from prison and make him president. So that's why even Tinubu, who is from the South, you can see how the Northerners are after 2 years of his rule. The same problem. So we need to understand and understudy reasons why those Fulanis from the North do not want to allow the presidency to come to the South. It's a major problem. It is a big issue. And that's why I say, let us fight it so our children don't have to fight it. But a lot of people in the South are very weak. Some are afraid. And when I talk, they say the way you speak on television, they will do that. I say, forget it, nobody will do. Once you have the fact, you have the truth, and you know how to sell what you have, nobody will touch you. And that's how we were able to build that movement, and the movement has changed the country. But that didn't stop the Fulani from continuing with their jihad, even though Tinubu was president, until the American intervention. So our problems are big, very big. And you need to understand it very well. There is a Muslim agenda against the Christians from ever having access to power. And it was formulated from after and that was the reason for Buhari's coup to stop him from succeeding Buhari, from succeeding Shagari. And you had those cascade of coups from Buhari to Babangida. Even when Babangida became president, he worked very closely with Sultan Dasuki. And see, but when Abacha became president, him and Sultan Dasuki worked well. He deposed him and put someone else as Sultan. So it's always been there. It's always been there. It's a religious problem we've had. And some of them also didn't understand. But thank God we've now woken up. We've sensitized our people enough. The Nigerians can now start discussing this issue. And we have seen it. No matter our transition to democracy, as we said about our incipient democracy, the Fulani didn't stop their quest to expand and succeed with settler colonialism. That's the truth. Most of the people who hold power today in northern Nigeria and in Nigeria are not Nigerians. These are people who have come from different countries, but because they are Fulani, they are bound to assume offices in our country. This is sad. This is not
all
very
right, sir,
good.
very quickly, as they talk this one, make it quickly. Something happened over the week. I don't know whether you hear all of those revelations by former Major General Denjuma Ali Kefi and the things they're going to talk. One of the exposes when the people say, for instance, somebody killed Atahiro, former chief of army staff, that he was actually murdered. So they actually set him up, and he said a lot of things. He talked about Buhari's cool language, which I've mentioned, and he wasn't so terrorist. How Buhari was not even happy that Shekau died. How, a lot of people close to him were involved in illegal mining that is traced to the terrorism, kidnappings, and banditry happening to him. He did reveal a lot of things. I don't know if you heard some of those things in this interview. If you react to them briefly.
What's allocated are things that we have known. We know these things. These things are not new. When he was murdered, we knew.
I
So
think
he's
you
not the
actually
only one
he
that
was
was
murdered
killed.
too.
Of course, Atari was murdered, and when he was murdered, we knew about it. And when we knew about it, what would you do? The system was weak because the terrorists, those who were killing, were in power. You can see currently how the former Attorney General is now being interrogated for operating 46 accounts. And those accounts,
because of Abacha lose, let me collapse.
where some of them were being
But he
used
said
to
that
fund
his arrest and
terrorism.
interrogation does not have
If people,
it doesn't have anything to do with terrorism. That's what he's saying. So I don't know if you can hear me. Oga Malami is
never
saying
mind what anybody tells you. Never mind what they tell you. We know if those who are involved in terrorism are now in power, once you come in and they think that you're not in the same mind share with them, the game is to take you out. They could do that by plotting an accident for you. They could poison you, as happened to the other man, the chief of army staff, who was also killed. Atahiri is not the first to have been removed in such clandestine way. So we have to be very careful how we follow this. These things are not new because these things happen. No, they happen because we don't know how to stop them.
All right, thank you. Nigeria's phone lines are open. Let's have you jumping on the conversation. 0817-029-4077. That is the number to call. Kindly just call to join the conversation. Or very quickly.
So I'm going to share my link. So anyone who wants to come into the studio, you can hop in, okay? And let's talk about this. But in the meantime, let me, 1 second, guys. Welcome, everybody. I greet you all specially. Happy Friday Eve. I hope everyone is doing well. If you haven't liked the video, please kindly like the video. As you come in, please like the video. Thank you. You can double tap on the screen device to like, or you can click on the 3 dots to like as well. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Prince Chiwaba, you have been haggling me since. Send link, send link. I'm about to send link. Oh, please better come ready. My brother, come radio. So send link, send link. Not be say you go come talk two things. Bro, send link, send link. I'm about to send the link. Oh, so be ready. Oh, okay. Okay, that's the link right there. Oh, please join with that. Welcome, Miss Yemi. Welcome. I greet you all. Welcome, welcome. I have one more video. I actually have. I don't know if you guys have seen the video from Representative Morse. Let me play the short clip from it, okay? And then we can.
Republican Congressman Riley Moore, who just led a congressional delegation, not over Zoom, but by armored vehicle. You went into this country at a time when they are taking Christians, and you went to these camps of internally displaced people. First of all, welcome to the focus. Tell me what the people told you.
Well, Harris, it was really shocking. The stories that we heard, the imagery, it was, I've never witnessed anything like that personally in my life. I met one woman, and I see you're showing some of the pictures, who had lost her entire family. 5 of her children were murdered right in front of her, and she was pregnant at the time and was able to escape. She had that child at an internally displaced camp, and I mean, you could just see that her soul had literally left her body. And there are countless stories like this. Another woman was attacked, her family was attacked, she lost her husband, her 2 daughters, and they murdered her unborn child. These Islamic terrorists murdered her unborn child and took it right out of her.
You know, I don't know.
It's beyond words.
I don't know if my team has it, but we do have a picture of one of those women with her baby in her lap, and you're standing with her. So I'll ask my team to kind of shuttle through these pictures so that we can show even more. Look, Congressman Moore, the president right now is waiting to hear from you. You are preparing a report. Let's talk about the news. There she is, so beautiful. I mean, I can only imagine what it was like to have to leave that camp knowing that your mission ahead is for them.
No, absolutely, Harris. And this mission was part of our report. This was a fact-finding mission. There were 5 members of Congress in total that went there.
I'm telling you, Mecca, you know, right?
Which is one of the most dangerous states in the country of Nigeria. This is where all the Christians, a majority of them,
Dunji, welcome,
our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. But I felt that we had to go there, so we went.
You go, they say send link
with security. And
when I send link, I no go see him again. And if you come, you go talk. Good morning, how are you? That's
the Catholic Church, Protestant leaders as well, and got the ground truth that we're going to go report back to the president, and we're going to make recommendations in the report that he has asked us to do. He's asked myself and Chairman Tom Cole to give him a report and report back to him, and we're going to do that by the end of this month.
Are people afraid there? I mean, how many people are in these protection camps?
Well, in protection camps, probably really not the right word,
exactly.
Harris. They're in IDP camps, but the Fulani, these Islamic radicals, are attacking the IDP camps.
Yep.
They're attacking them in the camps.
Yep.
And for those who say this is about climate change and land and things like that and economically driven, why would you burn down a church? Why would you attack an IDP camp?
Let me ask them.
Screaming Allah Akbar.
So
I think that it's very clear what the answer is there. Right? They're trying to erase the Christians in Benue State and around Nigeria from their ancestral homeland.
Yeah, and some kind of bizarre caliphate, I would imagine, is part of the plan too. Look, Congressman Moore, I want to bring you back once that lands on the president's desk and you've delivered that report. Thank you so very much for being here first. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Harrison. Thank you for all your coverage on this. God bless you.
When I don't hear, let me see if Prince, he never come. You see him? Prince, wherever you are, show up, oh. When I see this video, I don't know if I want to play it. He say, in they buy and drink the blood of the victims, especially when ransom is not paid. Hey! Oluwa. Now these people now one more will settle with, live for the same country. Or ye one people? Oh yeah, Omokuna listen.
Umar, also known as Oro, confessed to sucking the blood of his victims after killing them, particularly when ransom is not paid.
I
have killed at least 10 persons. I don't spare my victims. Anyone who dares me, I kill them.
Bam.
And if they fail to pay ransom for any of my victims, I personally kill them and
Bam.
make sure I drink their blood.
Now they hear?
All my gang members are loyal to me.
Bam.
No one dares question my authority. We are all in the bush.
With glee, Umar and his lieutenant showcased their dexterity in stripping and assembling rifles.
Una see am? How many of una fit strip and assemble? You see am? Even they laugh.
He and his gang fabricated this rifle locally. One of their victims, who was surprisingly released, narrates his ordeal. He asks us to conceal his identity.
There I can still see his face
They
now.
kidnapped my elder brother and demanded a ransom of 5 million naira. I told them I did not have such amount of money. So we negotiated and agreed for 350,000. They told me how to get the money down to them in the bush. When I got there, Umar carried me on a motorcycle, and after an encounter with other gang members, he told me I had been kidnapped. He collected the 350,000 naira, but did not release my brother, and demanded 5 million naira to secure my own freedom. I pleaded with him, and miraculously, he released me.
Umar confessed that there are many gangs operating in the bushes from Abuja to Kaduna. Their stock in trade range from armed robbery to kidnapping. The police say the suspects will be charged to court.
Now the country one that they live be this so. Let me see if anyone is in the studio. I don't want to keep people. Oh, he's here. Prince. Oh yeah, oh, you are here. As soon as my show, oh yeah, send link, send link, send link, send link. Like 500. Oh, he's not hearing me. Sorry. Prince, finally you are here. I can hear you. Immediately my show. Send link, send link. Okay, now you're here. Can you hear me? I can hear you. Can you hear me? Hello. Abi, Unana, they hear me. Let me send him a message. Actually, no. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
For some reason, I can't hear you.
Okay, you might wanna.
No.
Okay, you might wanna go out and come back in. Okay, in the meantime, guys, when I hear them, this is what they do. Let's listen to show. Welcome, Samuel.
To protect them against their own enemies. What did you put him? We took him, tried him. Yoruba because Yoruba judge. Because you Yoruba like to distance yourself from them. And then carry him out.
Can you hear now?
Outside jail. Because
hello?
he said,
can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Is that woman of the right to have self-determination?
Hello?
But most of you that supported the injustice against Nnamdi Kanu have said it are Yoruba intellectuals.
Prince, can you hear me? I don't know what to tell you. I can hear you, but you can't hear me. Hmm? I can hear you, but you can't hear me.
For some reason, I can't hear you. For some reason, I can't hear you.
Okay, call. Mona no vessel. And I'll just put you on that. Because I don't know. I can hear you. Sorry, guys.
On Twitter, to say, it's not a guy. It's not me every day because I fight for him. Yoruba people mostly. And I'm not blaming Yorubas in general before they start saying that, oh, you should rest there, it's not killing Yoruba. No. I am just saying that you should search your conscience as to the reason why
Hello?
we are in the situation that we are in. The president of the country, whether he's a Muslim or not, is a Yoruba man.
I mean, your mic.
And we are here still blaming Fulani.
You can hear me.
He's killing with Fulani. No, this guy is from Lagos here. You know, I think nobody knows some of our leaders are not from Nigeria. It is true. But you know, at least he's from Nigeria. So why is that doesn't care about Nigeria? Yes, you can say it. But the question is that how can you be from a place that doesn't even exist? The Nigeria we're all shouting about is the creation of some British guy.
Can you hear me now? Prince. Oh, God. Anyway, my people, Mona no vessel. And like this, we see the matter today. Okay.
It's a supermarket that was created as a business in 1901 by the Niger Royal Company. That is the name of the company that created. I want to thank the police officer here. He has given a good account of himself. But as you can see, he's not wearing a uniform. Because in the course of their withdrawal from VIPs, they have transformed themselves into big. You won't find out that they are still doing VIP protection. Please back your uniform so that we can account for. So thank you very much. And thank you so much, Justice, for bringing us. And Commander, he told you that he didn't want to tell you how he knew me. It was actually one I think they invited and wanted to detain him for revealing that he knows people who are in Boko Haram. And at that time, I was sharing power with Harry in Abuja. So they invited him to the military headquarters, and they wanted to detain him. And I sent a message to the chief of army staff that if you detain him, we invade the military headquarters. And as a result, he was not detained. It's not. But the most important thing we have to deal with today, because they give a very brilliant account of themselves, including professors. There's nothing else to ask, except that when we talk about security in Nigeria, the question I ask, and you should ask yourself, is who has the right of safety? That's the biggest question. And the moment you answer that question, you understand why there's no security. And it's that safety and security is not meant for Nigerians as a whole. It's meant for a tiny 1% of people in power and in government and in the business community. The rest of you are just audience and the security business. So the Nigerian police has 350,000 members on paper. But as you know, I do my research. 10,000 of them that are actually working right now because most of them are traveling abroad but still collecting salary. And that's why 10,000 police officers are left. About 110,000 of them are protecting VIPs. So you have only about 100,000 policemen left for 230 million people. That is why when they introduced their last withdrawal from VIP, I was laughing because I know there's no way can withdraw police from VIP. Nobody unfortunate VIPs, those policemen will be those who have not renewed their license protection. is the IGP illegal, as I call it, must be smiling to the bank. Because everybody will run back and tell God, please, this is Christmas period. And the criminals that they created are waiting for them anyway, really Christmas season. And the other thing you must understand that insecurity or security happen as a result of two things that people don't discuss. One in Nigeria is as a result of intentional crime. But the most important insecurity we are faced with happens as a result of insecurity that is driven by structural problems. And when you talk about structural problems, forget about who you want to blame for what is happening in Nigeria. The biggest problem in Nigeria is that we have intentionally designed this country not to be protected because of the intention of those in power not to protect Nigeria. And let me tell you, most people don't know that Nigerian leaders, because of their inability to govern any territory, like small territories. Because that's the way you can impress. If you are supposed to govern the entire Lagos, you just start governing Ikeja. And so to the world I say, but what happens to the Ikorodu? What happens to the other parts of Lagos? That is what has happened with regards to how Nigeria has been left in the hands of these structural criminals. And they are aided and abetted by the official criminals who are in uniform as security agencies in this country. There is a warning show, I would say, or report on Sahara Reporters about a general in the army who was kicked out. His name is Ali Kefi. He has revealed, and most of you have attention deficit disorder, you can't read anymore. I don't read anymore. There's too much to read. Go and read just what this guy has been throwing out in the last 4 or 5 days. You will be shocked. The Nigerian security system is aware of where all the big criminals are. He revealed that for 8 or more years, Shekau was living at a place in South Forest that is known to all the military officers in the country. How is it that they are bombing even villages of people who are not involved, but they cannot bomb where Shekau is? Because the insecurity system is big business. And this is why I'm not one of the people who is very quick to blame the Fulani man. Because it's not the Fulanis alone that I do crime. We only do what lawyers call alibi. We always want to blame somebody or give an excuse for all our failures. At the time, it was Niger Delta militants that were problems. Now it has moved up north, but you should ask yourself, why is the Fulani man so simply having the ability to commit crime at the rate at which they are going, apart from drivers, is economic. Beef, meat that you are eating is a $30 billion industry for the Fulani man. And there's none of you, particularly Yoruba people, there's nothing you don't eat as part of the body of a cow. The Yorubas are the only people who I know who eat everything in the body of a cow, except the sheep. Even the sheep, they eat through, that's in the control well. Shaki. There's no way you eat shaki without eating sheep now. Because that is where sheep is domiciled inside the body of the cow. Not you eat, bogoto, leg, nyash, everything you eat. Where does your money go to? The Fulani man who owns the cow. I once stopped on my way from Taraba. It's not funny. So I don't know when I ran in 2018 and I stopped by a Fulani man. I spoke to him on the road. The man said he has his child over 40 million naira in that crowd. And they have some 1,000 cows following him. I said to him, why would you carry 40 million naira? Would you only put in a bank? He said, the banker is a thief. I don't want them to take my money. I said, so what do we do for you to solve this problem? He said, give me a hydroponic place to put my cows. I will stay. I don't like walking around, but nobody's doing that. The question is ingenuity and the capacity of leaders.
What is happening? Oh, it looks like they've pulled it. Oh, I could be wrong. Huh. Let's see. I hope they haven't pulled it. Okay.
What did Nnamdi Kanu do?
Hold on.
Who are not involved, but they cannot come where Shekau is. Because it is. system is big business. And this is
Welcome,
why
David.
people who is very going to blame the Fulani man. Because it's not the Fulani that I do crime. We only do what lawyers call alibi. We always want to blame somebody or give an excuse for all our failures. At the time, it was Niger Delta militants that were problems. Now it has moved up now. But you should ask yourself, why is the Fulani man so simply having the ability to commit crime and remain adversarial, apart from neighbors, is economic? This meat that you are eating is a $30 billion industry for the Fulani man. And there's none of you, particularly Yoruba people, there's nothing you don't eat as part of the body of a cow. The Yorubas are the only people right now who eat everything in the body of a cow, except the sheep. If the sheep they eat through, that thing they call well. There's no way you eat shark without eating sheep now. Because that is where sheep is domiciled inside of the body of the cow. Not you eat, but leg, yash, everything. Where does your money go to? It's Fulani man who owns the cow. I once stopped on my way from Taraba. It's not funny. So I don't know when I ran in 2018 and I stopped by a Fulani man. I spoke to him on the road. The man said he has with his child over 40 million naira in that crowd. And they have some 1,000 cows following. I said to him, why would you carry 40 million naira? Would you only put in a bank? He said, the banker is a thief. I don't want them to take my money. I said, so what do we do for you to solve this policy? He said, give me a hydroponic place to put my cows. I will stay. I don't like walking around, but nobody's doing that. The question is ingenuity and the capacity of leaders to think appropriately to solve 90% of our problems. But we don't want to solve our problems. We like to romanticize our problems. That is why every time we're always looking for somebody to blame. And when we finish looking for somebody to blame, then we are looking for somebody to help us. That is what brought us to Trump. Trump is coming. And I asked them 2 weeks ago in Lagos, what if Trump doesn't come? What happens? And Trump still hasn't come. Just like Jesus Christ hasn't come back. And you guys are expecting Jesus Christ to come and fix electricity. And Jesus hasn't come back in 2,000 years. And now you're expecting Trump to come and help you fix the problem of Boko Haram. Trump is not going to come because America doesn't help in places where it cannot benefit. I lived in America for 20 years. And all the problems they have in the world, America created most of the problems. Everywhere America intervenes in the world, they are still in the hands of the people they said they want to save them from. Go and talk about Afghanistan. Who is in charge of Afghanistan? Taliban. Go and talk about Libya that they broke apart. Where's the problem from? Small arms. Libya. Go and ask what they did in Syria. The guy who is president of Syria used to be, we had bounties of $10 million placed on his head. And he's not the president playing basketball with CENTCOM directors in America. That's the highest military command in the US. So foolishly, he expected America to come and save you. And when that salvation don't come, they start looking in the sky all the time. So we have a problem as a people that we are always running away from our problems because we don't want to solve them. And those of us who want to solve.
Hey, now wow. Can you hear me, Prince? Yeah, I don't know what else to say, because okay, let me do this. Maybe this will. Hi, everybody. How na dey? Greetings again, Omo, I don't know what's going on here, to be quite honest with you. I don't know why. Let me try and fix this. I don't know why you can't hear me. Me, I don't tell her make you call me for. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Hello, 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 hello. Wait, oh. Let me see. What's wrong with the audio? Hi. Hello. Hello. Testing, testing microphone. This is weird. The mic is not, there's nothing moving. It's not moving. There's something wrong with the mic. Hi Desire, welcome. Greetings. So good to see you. Long time. It's been a minute. Let me go in and tell him that, look, I don't know what's going on here. Okay, don't leave the studio. Hey, Prince, if you can hear me, call the number that I gave to you earlier, because I don't know what's up with this. There's something wrong. For some reason, I can't, the audio is a bit, it's tricky. So if you want, you can call anybody who wants to talk. Make them just call my phone. There's no need to. What's up? Oh, what's up? Okay, so there we go. So Michael, you say you don't know, you don't understand Showore, so the government should buy land for someone running around with 40 million in a bag. I'm telling you. And I don't understand why they're making an argument for a Fulani person that's not even indigenous to Nigeria. Look at what they are doing to the indigents. We have not solved that problem. Why are they taking up for? Because I saw there was an interview, or I don't know if it was an interview where even the Sultan was, he was joking around with Showore. I don't understand. It's very difficult to trust these people. You know, you have indigents that are being displaced. They are clearly displacing them, right? You are saying that they should come and which land they won't give them. Is Showore going to give them his father's property to come and be rearing their cattle? How can you be a guest in somebody's house and be causing so much mess? Yeah, I don't understand though. I hope so now listen to Dr. Kachi interview and everything he had to say. There's a lot of history that he shared with us. I very much appreciate that insight, to be quite honest with you. I really do. You know, in order for us to move forward as Nigeria, if we're going to ever remain one, to be honest with you, is to tell each other the truth. Even the people, is it Zaki, they call him, he has told us that it is the government. The government knows where these terrorists are. They are on telephone call basis. They are the ones funding this mess that we are currently seeing. Nobody is doing anything about that. If I were Atiku, that's what I would be focused on. To be honest, there's no need for us to be pretending. You can't expect your people are unaliving indigents. You now want us to carry and give you our vote again. How does that work? Are we going to have so we should feel sorry for you so that you can buy us more? Once you get there, is it not going to be more power to the Fulani people to continue what they are doing? Me, I don't know. Personally, I don't. I know that one. Me, I'm for let everybody go their separate ways. Make we do regional. Make we do. You know the funny, painful part. We say I wish say Tinubu they do wetin supposed to do. Back enter. I wish say they do the right thing by the people. To be honest with you, now this not the time for us to support the Southerner. Maybe this would have hastened the breakup. I'm telling you, because the reason why Northerners they talk now because not be their brother they there. Buhari now starts this mess. We didn't see them making so much noise. The ones that are even coming out to speak against all the things that are happening now is because it's not their brother that is there. How do I take a northern senator serious? How do I take a northern representative serious? Buhari, the person that started this whole mess, laid the foundation for it. The entire time, 8 years that man was there, none of them stood up to say anything. As soon as the man come out now, because they say now, and it's true, every time is I don't notice them. I don't notice the trajectory now. I don't notice them. Anytime Southern leader, what did they do during Jonathan time? That's the same thing. That's exactly what that's how they denied Abiola. Hate him, don't like him, right? That's how they denied Abiola the presidency. Abiola clearly warned. June 12th, they denied him. Why is it that every time the Southerner comes and says they want to be president, now that time you go see all these people, now that time they increase all the... You know what? I wish Tinubu was doing right too. Honestly, I wish say they even try. Say, okay, security issue, if they try. Infrastructure, if they try. People fit travel anywhere in the world, no problem. You know, light day, you know, just the basic. Nigerians are not they don't want too much. Nigerians are not demanding too much. We are not demanding people. Just give us enough so that we can sustain ourselves, right? Secure the villages so that people can go to their farms and grow their produce. Honestly, na Tinubu na all of us suppose support. Everybody go just put heads up, because clearly these people, the northerners, they have an agenda. They have an agenda. The Buhari that caused all of this problem, I not see all of them carry placard, come out, they protest, they talk, they get opinion, strong opinion. All of them keep quiet. They not do pim. Kola, welcome. Oh. The same article that went to pay his respects at Usman Danfodio show. Oh. Now that kind of one, now you go come out. And then Southern, I don't know, people they Southerners, so they support this man. There's something very wrong with us as Southerners. So the people they support that article from the South, there's a problem with them. Because the Northerner will never do that. Do you think if it was the turn of the Northerners, that they would even consider a Southern person running? They will not go consider. They will raise a stink about it. They won't. They will. It's only the Southerners that will always bend backwards to accept whatever nonsense that they are dishing out. It's only the Southerners. They'll be making excuses. I've seen them in some spaces. You know, Atiku is the only way. Are you okay? With everything that is happening right now, your eyes dey your back. Can you not see what's going on? Do you want to hand over your grandchildren and great-grandchildren to be slaves in your own father's land? Samuel, do you have selective hearing? You're asking me why you should support Tinubu. How is that my business? Do I look like I'm supporting Tinubu here? Did you hear what I said? Go and play back what I said, please. You guys should not be running with half information. Play it back, then understand where I'm coming from. Please, I beg you. You can't rush into somebody's comment when you don't even know what the person is talking about, and you're just jumping to conclusions. Go and play back what I said. If you not can understand them, then you now can you clarify what you meant by this? I beg. Victory all the way, long time. How now? Welcome. Oh. Long time. You don't say victory all the way. Optimistic victory. Only you won. I remember what you always say. What's it? Peter Obi is coming. I think that's the thing you always say. Was there something else? I can't remember, but you always say that. Welcome. You don't tell. Now the dollarized brains, exactly. Because they all have something to gain from Atiku, so they are all supporting it. They are all supporting it. It don't make sense. It don't make sense to me at all. It don't make sense to me. Samuel, though, I don't have go find the Tinubu supporters to ask that question. Okay? Peter Obi remains my structure and political party. Yep. What is going on in Nigeria is disheartening. Nana. Hey, disheartening does not even begin to describe it. Samuel, I should try to be civil. Okay, I've heard you. Can you also try to rewind and hear what I said? If you don't want to do that, then you're on your own. How about that? All right. Nigeria matter na one hand. I take the whole number. Victory. Now one agitated, I not blame you. Hey, not to how now. I'm telling you, stomach infrastructure. Real stomach infrastructure. Welcome, Warrior MD. Welcome. Oh, greetings to you. Real for stomach infrastructure. E no make any sense to me. At this stage, with wetin we dey see for the country, wetin dey happen, una still want make we go make people still dey come out dey talk say dey strategize for Atiku. Hey God, no. Nah, there's no explanation for that level of stupidity. They will never give up their agenda. Exactly. This is why they keep pushing Atiku. This is why Atiku is running. Because he understands the agenda. You people, and then some Southerners that speak, you know, this is the painful part. Southerners that are very educated, go school, get PA, have all the alphabet behind their names. Now them, they carry this kind of thing for head. Why though? Why? The school when they go now for, I don't understand. As long as one Nigeria continues, they're not going to give up. That's why I say, let the North go on their own. They say they are insisting on Sharia. Did you not hear what the Sultan said? Sultan of Sokoto came out and said, Nigeria is a, what he talk? I say talker. It's not a, what be the English when I speak again? It's not a, I don't forget the English. Oh, Mona remind me if I remember. He came out and said that Nigeria is not a secular state. What does he mean by that? Thank you, Michael. What does he mean by that? He says it's not a secular state. What does he mean by that? Is it a Christian nation? Let's know what we are doing, no? You people, there are people coming after you. Do you people want to let them, want to leave them to inherit this madness? When you go reach your village, I go change it to another name when you don't know. Even if there's regionalism, that will not end their... I'm telling you, they should just be on their own, stand as their own country, so that they can support Palestine when they need to. You understand? They can support Afghanistan. If you notice, the North does not... There's nothing we have in common. How is that possible? By the way, my Ibadan people, now well done, no. Ibadan people, now well done. I hear say Fulani man dey vie for governor for your state. Hey, Oluwa o. The same Ibadan. Don't get it wrong, oh. Ibadan people have always had Muslims around them, right? The Islamic religion has been around in Ibadan for a very long time. I meet them there. For Ibadan, now they no say people of multiple religion fit marry. There's no problem. They go, they live peacefully. For inside Ibadan, now take learn am, now take no. Say those kind of things they exist. Outside of Ibadan, I did not see it like that though. Ibadan people. That means say you are laughing of Oyo. You people will now become an emir. Ibadan is the oldest, one of the oldest kingdoms in that geographical location. Una go see that to Fulani too. And here we do. They say his name na Buhari. I think he's in the Senate. His last name is Buhari. Hey, Okokobioko. A few weeks ago, there was a trailer load of young people from Fulanis that came into Ibadan. I'm sure some of you saw that video. Okay. Oh, IDB. Thank you. He said this is my Google. Thank you. I appreciate. I don't even remember where I buy them. Funny enough, you know, one of those things when you just find, you just pick up for one store like I don't even know that a store I take pick them up. You don't tell. I don't get this go thing. Thank you. Um, I'm telling you, Warrior MD. Shame they catch me, oh. Now the if you see the way they are analyzing why Atiku should have the ticket, you go dey feel headache. Southerners, oh, Southerners. You will not see one middle belt and there. You will not not by mistake, you know, will catch them. Eh? Multi-religious. Not be now multi-religious talk. He say secular. I think he say non secular or something like that. I'm telling you, Nana, this is where I'm standing on. This is where there's no need deceiving ourselves. We don't have anything in common with the North. I don't have anything against them. I actually want them to have the right to practice whatever they want to practice. I don't have anything against them at all. But in order for us as Nigerians to move forward, the whole to move forward, the North has to be on their own. There's no negotiating out of it. Let me tell you, you might have a leader today that will come and bring about unity, whatever. You don't know who the next leader is going to be. Are we not currently experiencing it now? 10 years and more of a disaster administration. When Obasanjo was there, it's Obasanjo that gave this opportunity for Sharia to be established. If Obasanjo, that's why I wonder, most of the leaders that have come from Nigeria, they have no vision. I'm sorry to say. No vision. They know they think about their children. When I said it here before, Nigerian parents, and when I say it, I'm generalizing, but of course there are exceptions to the rule. They don't love their children. You have to think ahead, like how this life go be for my children when I know they here again. You now allow these people have Sharia. They are not trying to make other people accept it, force it. They're not even, they say, oh, people know they voluntarily, they say, these people religion, I really like the way they take care of their own, let me join them. They must force you to join. Force conversion. Is that not madness? Emmanuel, welcome. Oh, I'm good. Thank you. Greetings. He means it's for Sharia, even though yes. Now roundabout way now, sneakily. He twisted it that Nigeria is multi-religious. Is it multi-religious he used? Okay, I thought he said not secular. Multi. I don't know. The English gas. I don't know. I can't remember. I'm telling you. The Emirate of Oyo. Can you imagine, Warrior? Hey God. Oyo. The Emirate of Oyo, instead of the what's it called? Alaafin. Alaafin is a very the Alaafin of Oyo is like deity, to be quite honest. Highly respected. He's the oldest stool in Yoruba land. I could be wrong, but as far as I'm concerned, Oyo is an old empire. Welcome, Pomlani. Sorry if I said your name wrong. Thank you. It doesn't make sense. The South needs to go. You see, as North Korea, South Korea be, make we be like that. Our way not join. Not join. Let's not pretend. The North and the South cannot be together. If we say, okay, let's try and even Issa Bako don't talk am. He say in order for Nigeria to move forward, the North has to go. That na person from the North, even though he says he's Hausa. Yeah. It doesn't make sense. Obasanjo old. Let me see. How come Atiku is Nigeria should become Prince? I don't know where you dey talk that one from. How come Atiku is so rich? He recruits professors from the US in his university. I met his American Howard PhD lady who lectures there on my flight. Oh, that's the question, right? Obasanjo owed the Fulanis his life after coming close to being pied in prison by Abacha. So he was ready to give them, Now Obasanjo now bring about this mess. He cannot move too mad now. If he does, Tinubu not send him, Papa. Tinubu go expose him. He go remove cloth from him body. Tinubu not send. With all the influence Obasanjo has, he cannot call Tinubu to order. You people don't have any elders that will speak, and all the politicians will shake. Hey, God, I beg. What a time to be alive in Nigeria. I don't know about that, to Prince Chuoba. I don't know about that. They can be partners, but not be US territory. I take God beg you, please. The territories, when they're there around them, how well are they thriving? So please, I beg, cool down on that rhetoric. Biko, I beg you. Madness continues with Ruga plans by Tinubu. Bam. This is where we are. This is the position of things. Did you guys see the argument between Shomole and Ndume on top of this guy, Reno Mokri? I hear say they don't allow him pass. So Reno is now an ambassador, but we don't know which country yet. Right? So all his gaslighting, lies paid off for him. So he's an ambassador now. Hey, God. The worst, the very worst, the filth amongst us. Let me play this video for you people. This thing, if I tell you say no, they disturb me, I no go lie. This Fulani thing for Ibadan. Ibadan is very dear to my heart. I have fond memories of Ibadan. Chiwoba, you can carry the white man to come and rule in your father's house. Okay? Please, chill out on that rhetoric. I beg you. Una listen, oh.
I saw this post today on Nigeria Tribunal's page. I mean that Senator Buhari, a Fulani, declaring his intention to become the next governor of Oyo State. Of course, there's nothing bad in it, but I was like, a Fulani man contesting for the governorship seat in Oyo State. How did he get to that level? It was a question as I was asking myself. I was like, So when I went through his antecedents, I discovered that he was formerly a House of Rep member representing Ogbomoso North, and currently a Fulani man, a senator representing the.
Oh my God. So wait a minute. This same senator, he represents Oyo North Senatorial District. A Fulani man. Hey! Omo, Ibadan law. Oh my
Senatorial
God.
District in Oyo North.
Hey!
So the question was, how did he get to that level? I was like, So some people said, his upbringing and everything is in Yoruba, so he has been Yorubanized. I said, no problem, but can this happen in Oyo, in Sokoto? That a Yoruba man is coming up as a governor, to become the next governor in Sokoto State, just like the way we are having it now. Can that happen at all? So please, Senator, if you see this video, it is not about you. It's just my curiosity. And I have made video about this. Even before I saw this post, I've made video about it. Warning Yoruba Muslims that, look, your ideology of Islamic religion is not the same thing with that of the Fulani. The Fulani ideology of religion means conquest. It means takeover. And we have seen it that anywhere they have a foothold, they render complete conquest of that place. So don't be surprised when you see Oyo State answering Emir instead of Oba. So don't be surprised. I have made video on it before. So Senator, it's not about you. I'm just talking generally. And thank God some of them, Yoruba Muslims and Yoruba, they already wrote in for you that you can do it, that you have done it before. So you might be a good man with good intention for the people of Oyo State. Please don't mind my curiosity. I'm just being curious. And I have talked about this before, and it's like I'm seeing what I said coming to pass. That is why I said I'm being curious. Okay, and I have seen some Yorubas arguing over that name Buhari. Please, does Yoruba BS Buhari? Can you let us know that in the comment section? Some people said that some Yoruba BS Buhari. Some said no, it's Fulani name. Some say it's neither Fulani nor Yoruba name. That is Arab name, or should I say Arabic name? So is that true? Yoruba Muslim, please, you have something to say in this matter. We want to hear from you. Buhari, is he a Yoruba name or is Fulani name? Let us know.
Let me see. Kola, you went to Government College Ibadan. Ah, interesting. Okay. So you two, you are affected. So you be fellow Ibadan person now. Eh? Welcome, my brother from Ibadan. E be like say you don't find classmate to IDB. You and Kola go GCI. Okay, now. It's like a Christian in Kano becoming exactly. That's what it's like. Like a Christian, will they accept it? Will they accept it? It's a question. Can a Yoruba man go and become a senator in Sokoto? Can a Yoruba man go and become a senator and run for governorship in Bauchi or in those thick northern areas in Borno? Can he? I leave it for my Ibadan people, oh, but Ibadan, make una not sleep, oh. I know say una be Muslim for there too, but like say una Muslims, na they invite all these things come, oh. Hausa Fulani have been in Ogbomoso since the 40s, 50s. Yeah, you know they have a long game. IDB, they have a long game. They've been there since the 40s, 50s, planning and plotting on how to take over. They'll not be like you and me. They'll not be like those of us when it come from South. When we say go, they do dirty December. These people, what concerns them is power. You people don't think like they think. They are plotting how to take power. You people are doing dirty December. Hey, oh God. You know your teacher already talk. Una go eat all the meat, eat the shit join. This is not news. Okay, oh. All right, now I hear you, IGP. I hear you. Buhari is a Fulani name, bam. Thank you. Oh, I hear you now, IDB. Yeah, I hear. Let me check in here with day. No problem. Ijebu, Ijebu man. Kola, what did they say about Ijebu people? That Ijebu people are very prudent with their money. But they have plenty money, but they are prudent. Isn't that what we've heard about Ijebu people? Am I lying? I can't remember now. Yorubas have the name Buhari. IDB, why are you capping? Are you Northernern? Why are you capping? Who are you lying to? Who are you lying to? IDB. Who are you lying to? Yorubas don't bear Buhari. Don't come and gaslight us here. Who are you? Tell us. Are you a fake? Are you a bot pretending to be Yoruba? I have a cousin named Buhari after my grandfather's best friend. Bam. Okay, oh. They have been there. Okay, they have been there. Okay, they have been there. I hear you, but don't lie that name Buhari is a Yoruba name. Is not. Okay, don't lie about that. We're not gonna do that. Okay. As long as one Nigeria exists, Fulanis believe they have a right to be anywhere and do what they like. We need to break up. Bagam, that's where I am, Kola. That is exactly where I stand. There's no need pretending. This is the lies that we've been telling ourselves that has got us in the trouble that we're in. We keep forcing this union that is not working. Is it not time for us to tell each other the truth? It's not out of... There's not... we don't have anything against anyone. Everybody has a right to live their life the way they want to. The Northerners want Sharia. I support them having Sharia. I don't personally have a problem with them having Sharia or their Hisbah. But what I'm not going to do is go over there because I don't believe in it. So I'm not going to go to the north because I know I don't believe in their Sharia. I don't know what I'm going to do that's going to get me caught up in all of that. So I would rather not go there. Do you understand? So why do you now want to impose it on the rest of us? Some of us are not Christians. Some of us are Christians. You want to impose your ideology on all of us and erase us as indigenous people. It doesn't work that way. So let the northerners go on their own. It's simple. It's not by force. No harm. Look at it. They said they are going to resist Donald Trump because Donald Trump, one of the expectations from the Tinubu administration is like he needs to do away with the Sharia and the blasphemy laws. He needs to do away with it. You hear what the leaders are saying? Let me play the video for you people. They're saying they're not giving up Sharia. Let me find the video. If you see the video, I will bring them up. They don't want to give up, that they're ready to fight. Did you people hear that? They're ready to fight. Are you in the south ready to fight to keep Sharia? I don't have anything against anyone. It's not personal. But you're not going to intrude on my own way of life because you want to have something. Have it in your corner. It's like me bringing my own rules from my father's house and forcing it on everybody. It doesn't make sense. Keep your Sharia in your corner there. You want to impose it on everybody. See, the more we keep quiet, for those of you that say, oh, I don't want to talk so that it will not look like Omo. If you talk, you buy. You no talk, you buy. If you like, let people come and inherit your ancestral home. On top, say you want to be diplomatic or you don't want to say anything. They will come and inherit the villages and communities that have been wiped out in the Middle Belt, that have been renamed. Guess what? If I'm sure some of them were trying to be diplomatic, they were trying to live in love and unity and peace. Where are they today? Where are those communities? Even some of those communities that they, took back and resettled the people. Guess what? The Fulanis went there again and bite them. Did you people hear that? Una they take death, they play. Una ti say na diplomacy. You better start saying what you want. Now me, they talk my own. Nobody get wetin they fit do me. Lie. E not dey. Let the North go on their own. It is out of respect. Our ways do not agree. Our way of life is not the same. Let them go and rule over themselves. It's okay. If you want you want Sharia so bad, go and join them over there. You understand? That's what me I say. Go and join them over there. I don't have anything against you. I leave you and release you in the name of love. Live your life, do your thing, but let me do mine. Don't impose your way of life on me. I'm not going to watch and allow my children to not become future. They're not going to remember anything. Therefore, you need to happen under the guise of one Nigeria. You go call a slave. No, ain't going to happen. Ain't going to happen. Eh? IDP, rest. These people have long game. Rest. All this one they throw at, not they move anymore. We see beyond all of this. It doesn't change anything even when they are married. Forget. Even when they are fighting each other, the ones that are not Fulani, they buy them. You think we don't know these stories? Come on now, don't gaslight us. Everything is out in the open. I just feel bad because Ibadan is a city that's close to my heart. I have fond memories of Ibadan. I don't want Ibadan to go down like that. So rest, please. Don't try and fancy it up. The same Oyo people no go allow Igbo people or even Edo Muslim to represent. Lie. They go say Igbo person won't take over. They go say as long as you are from the other side, they go say you are Igbo. Whether you be Edo, whether you be Niger, that you are all Igbo. They will not allow you represent. So what are we talking about? IDP, please save it. I'm not interested in what you are saying. Okay? I'm not interested. They should go and solve their problem. Their brothers and siblings are causing a lot of damage to our brothers and sisters in the Middle Belt. They should go and resolve that. They shouldn't bring it over here to us. We don't want. We don't want. We see what our brothers and sisters in the middle north have gone to, middle belt have gone through. We see the woes, the stories of doom and gloom. Have you heard? There's a video by Dachomo, Reverend Dachomo. I play. I know say the man they talk with fire. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Where is it? Bam. I'm gonna wait first.
My message to President Donald Trump is please don't relent. Go quickly before they finish us. It's a delay. You will not hear my voice anymore. Because these people, they are finished with my Facebook account. They block it the way they did to you. Come quickly. You are not going to save us alone as Christians. My fellow brothers, Muslims, are in prayer.
Now in latest with that. The man dey mountain, oh, by the way. He went to the mountain to pray. Okay. He showed the mountain where he did. So let's leave that for now. Okay. Then let me tell you. Okay, let me play one video for you. See this woman. Her name na Nanbam. After buying her husband along with 40 others in her community, the terrorists used her husband's phone to call her, demanding that she surrender herself to marry one of them and convert to Islam. Una dey hear? While call her on phone, asked that she marry one of them if they don't know her and her family. You get where I'm going with this? Potential sleeper cells. And no one, she has 3 children. The woman is crying. You can feel the, I don't even know how to describe the pain, the tears, where those tears are coming from. This is what you people are saying, that, oh, you know, let's understand. Yeah, that's the reputation of Ijebus. Okay, you guys are very prudent, but have plenty money. You guys know how to, yeah. I've heard about you guys. Your stories is Yeah, this one, Igbo Amakama. You are a bot. You are not even Igbo. The way you take type and now just tell me say yes, this one is not an Igbo person. You are not an Igbo person. You just came here to run a narrative. Get lost. Because it's the Igbo people that are in the bush kidnapping you and unaliving you, right? Now them they bush, they kidnap you every day. Now then they bush, now then they sack your villages, now they rename them. Now Igbo people they take over your villages now, abi? Now Igbo people now they, now don't get me wrong, go. There's evil everywhere. There's evil in every community. There are people where they do bad, when they capitalize on the bad. The day every community. No, there's no difference. You understand what I'm saying? But you see this one that we are currently experiencing, that all of us, our eyes have seen and ears are hearing. It's not like them say, we are seeing it live. Please name one Igbo person that is part of that. You people will come and carry narrative, propaganda. Who do you want to come and do that propaganda with? No, well, oh. I hear you, IDP. Can continue now. Go and join your family members. Shall tell them, make them stop to dey kpai us. That's all I'm saying. It's okay. It's all right. You have defended them enough. We know. Caller, yeah, I have something against them. Trying to dominate and everybody. You give them one small leeway like this, bam, they want to take over. Why? Because they have a long-standing strategy to take over. It doesn't matter, and they have patience. They can wait 100 years. Are those the kind of people you want to have? You want to do one Nigeria with? Two. Mas Queen, welcome. Oh. Why they should be going to Saudi Arabia to go and be butchering people like that now? Since Idi Araba, I hear you. Hey, welcome, Patrick. Welcome. I hear you now. Go ahead. Go on, cap for them. That's why you are here, right? Continue the capping. I hear you. He has shaken them up, oh, Kola, big time. He has shaken them up. They said after this fact finding, I saw people saying, tweeting and saying, oh, why did Representative Riley Moore not go to Plateau, not go to? Now your money, now you take bring and come Nigeria. Now you paying transport fare. You now saying that not get details of wetin dey happen for Plateau State and the rest of them. And the see people they tag am. These people have all the information they need. Now Benue be the most recent, the fresh one, Yelwata. Now Benue. You know how long Middle Belt people have been compiling this story since 2009? I think so. Yeah. 2009. You know how many years is that? I beg. Yeah, Nana, I agree with you. I had a good feeling about the report that the congressman in the earlier video will get. Yeah, he will. And usually they said after the, you heard what he said, end of the month. So we'll know what will happen end of the month, because we cannot continue like this. The North should go. I don't have anything against them. I can never. I don't even know. Most of the Northerners that I knew growing up were Hausas, and apparently they were from different tribes. And the people that I knew from that axis were very calm people. Very, very calm. Right? There's a calmness about them. The ones that we see, they are not the same people. They are not the same set of people. They don't change them up. You know? And by the way, there's no such thing as Hausa Fulani. Please, you people should stop gaslighting us with that. There's no such thing. It's unfortunate that the Hausa people did not you raise their voices when their cleansing was going on. There's no such thing. You're either Hausa or you're Fulani. There's nothing like Hausa Fulani. Fulani is not indigenous to Nigeria. They came from somewhere else. You people will not come and change history for us. Yeah, I have that feeling as well, Kola. I really do. You know, I do. Because let's listen to this video. Play this video, and I'm going to wrap this up very soon.
Will tell you. I quote Sheikh Mahmoud Gumi. He said that everywhere he went to meet with the bandits, the DSS is with him, police is with him, NDI is with him, every security apparatus is with him. So if you are with him, then you know the destination or the location of the bandit. This thing started in a little form. It started with Mohammed, with bows and arrow. Then you want to ask yourself, how did they get guns and machineries? And so even when I was speaking in Europe, and when I was asked this same question, I said, look, Nigerians don't produce guns. We don't even have the capacity, with all due respect. We don't even produce bullets. But here we are, we have some of the most sophisticated weapons. Somebody is bringing them in. Somebody is financing them in. Even when Donald Trump said he was going to march into the country and all of that, the question I always ask is that, find out who are supplying this bandit with these guns. Cut off the supply. If you are, because everything that's happening in Nigeria is known by British, is known by France, is known by America. They have the intelligence report. They even have intelligence report more than you, because they know how those things are flowing in and taken out. They have all the radars they can read and know. So who is supplying the weapons? Who is financing? Who is bringing the machinery to come and cause destruction in the country? Those people know it. So cut the supply. Trump does not even need to come into Nigeria. He doesn't even need to send any troops. The moment he cut the supply, they know the supplier, that will stop and reduce the killing. Killings is done on every aspect of Nigeria, every area, Muslim, Christian, those who even worship Juju and all of them, they are all being affected. So therefore, if we are sincere, and the international community is sincere, cut the supply, empower our own army and all with the right weapon so that they can deal with the remaining insurgency. And that's all, it's finished. But those who are benefiting from it, they are benefiting from it, seriously benefiting from it, and that's why they are using Nigerians as pawns. That must be stopped.
President Obasanjo described insecurity in Nigeria as an industry, and that we don't have the capacity to deal with this issue. If you now marry to the fact that Benin Republic, they had a coup, they ran to us, according to government sources, they ran to us, said, come and help us, we can't deal with this. Why has Nigeria not been able to call for support to deal with insecurity, almost getting to 20?
Conspiracy within the system. There's a conspiracy within the system. There are those who are benefiting from it internally and externally. In fact, I have a cousin who happened to be a police commissioner in Zamfara. He came out and probably said it clearly that the people in government are involved in this enterprise. They sponsor them, they put them online, and they give them weapons to do exactly what they are doing. So there's a conspiracy against the state by the people within the state, and at the same time externally. I believe strongly that Nigeria have the capable soldiers. Equipment, yes, it can be improved. Yes, the right sense of mind is a little bit jettisoned, because those who want to fight for the country, imagine a soldier who was at the battlefield. He was just trained. This was something that a soldier said. I am not the one saying it. He was just trained. And then when he went to the field, he saw his trainer on the other side. He said it. He said he saw his own trainer on the other side. It's not because of the covenant that is already signed that even if it's your parent or mother that is on the other side, you battled with it. That's how he was able to continue with that strength of mind to continue the battle. Because ordinarily he was shocked. How could that have been? You have a general in the Nigerian army going alone to a field. How? You want to ask this particular question, where is his battalion or where is his team? Those are things that are very serious questions that you need to ask. So those who are interested in enjoying and kind of busting their own pockets should know that they have things to answer. They have people to answer to, the Nigerian people, and God Almighty is also watching. Don't ever think that you are going to escape it. It cannot be possible. It's either you suffer it here or you suffer it in heaven, or in hell, as the case may be. So there's a conspiracy against the state on a continuous basis. Those who found themselves in power use it to empower themselves and then to make sure that they gain power against the people. The people are the ones that are being used as a playing ground. And that is the reason why the people need to understand now, and they have to wake up. The youth, the aged, the persons with the intelligent capacity, please, we need to fight for the survival of this country, and we have the necessary tools to do so.
Do you fear that President Bola Tinubu could win again in 2027? And if you do or you don't, what do you think can be done to forestall the possibility of his re-election in 2020?
There is nobody that cannot be defeated. Nobody. Yes, today you may be in a right frame of mind thinking that you have money, you have the people, or some of the people that you've been able to buy, the institutions that you've been able to buy. I am a kind of a person who believes strongly in a collective responsibility and continue to soldier on. Check my history. Even if I'm the only one, I'll be on the street fighting for the soul of Nigeria because I believe in it. There's nobody that cannot be defeated. Yes, the pathway may be different, which is, of course, what you're asking, how do we do it? And I cannot say it openly on the public, but definitely it's doable. Anybody that tells you that somebody cannot be defeated, where are those who have hold them? There are quite a number of them who believe that they are infallible and they are not be defeated. I believe he is defeatable. There's nothing that tells you that he cannot be defeated. I believe in it strongly, but the pathway, that has to be thought about very well.
For the sake of clarity, Nigerians will want to know your principal, His Excellency P2P, under which platform is he likely to run for 2020?
Well, like I said, he's somebody who believes in this country and is working with a lot of people. Within the short period of time, he will make his announcement for the interest of the Nigerian people to know. That I can assure you. Because at the moment now, it's not Eunice Otanko that is running. It's Mr. Peter Obi that is running.
You can read his mind.
Of course. That is the reason why I've been able to give you this answer. And I've always said, anywhere Mr. Obi is going, me, Eunice Otanko, will be with him. And I know also the obedient movement will be with him. And so, by the time it's ready, I just wanted to employ on everybody a little patience, and then we'll get there. And then we make this announcement for every Nigerian to see and to hear.
What is the present relationship between your principal and the national chairman of the Labour Party, Julius Abure?
Let me give you an explanation. Peter Obi does not do politics of calumny or anger or fighting with anybody. If there's anybody that Peter Obi call he or her name or insult anybody, you can mention it. No. So he has a very cordial relationship with everybody. But what he will not do is that if your path and principle does not go with him, he go on his own, you go on your own. Sell your market, I sell my own. In fact, what he said was that if today anything happened to Abure's family or something like that, he will go and do his own support and consolidation as somebody, as a Nigerian, which is entitled to do for everybody. But hear him fighting with anybody, Peter Obi will not do that. And I think it's a nice principle that everybody should imbibe. In that case, you will have a very egalitarian society and a peaceful one. Peter Obi said, sell your market, I will sell my own. We are going into the public.
But why have we not seen him in most fora that the Labour Party has gotten involved in? But we've seen his running mate at the 2023 elections, Dati.
Remember, there is the Alex Oti-led Labour Party. You will always see him with the Alex Oti, Senator Nanadi, and all of that. And even as the last election in Anambra, the election nominee was done by Abure and the rest of them. We went in and campaigned, even though the election was one of an election that was almost sold to the highest bidder, as the case may be. But we still participated, as the case may be. But it doesn't show that Peter Obi did not stay with the Labour Party. He was there. He was almost everywhere. He campaigned and then did what he had to do.
Is he planning to run again?
There you have it. So Peter Obi is going to announce the party is running on very soon. I wanted you guys to hear that. And we'll keep our fingers crossed on that. Okay. And then, by the way, remember the 11 soldiers that they claim that they have released? Burkina Faso is still holding the 11 soldiers, and the aircraft forced to land, according to the foreign minister. All right. This is from Parallel News. Nigeria's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Yusuf Tuga, has confirmed that 11 Nigerian soldiers remain in Burkina Faso following a forced landing of their C-130 aircraft. Right? So that's that. Thaddeus, welcome. You say anybody who knows Bua. Who's Bua? Who is that? Pablo says you wouldn't say, what the heck are you talking about, Pablo? Who is Southern Arab? Can you clarify? IDB, who are you asking? Where are you? Who are you asking? Obi, okay. Oh, Pablo, I say okay. This your comment, don't review you be. Okay. IDP, your papa weak? Is your father weak? Can you call a grown man like that that's been able to garner such popularity? Use those terms for him. Is your own father weak? Is that why you are here? I don't understand. Yeah? I see that you're an Agbado. So you come in, you people want to use trick now. It's trick that you people now use. You people use trick to come into people's comment and sound like you are flowing along, and then you will throw in your demented opinions. I beg, I not get to that time. Anyway, my people, let me not wrap it up for now. We're gonna see again. I'll see you guys on my next live. But thank you all so much for joining me. It's never personal. It's for the good of the country. For me personally, I just want to see Nigeria be peaceful again, and things moving, and people are able to live their lives the way they need to live their lives. Because the way Nigerians they live their lives now, even animals for jungle better pass Nigerians. They better pass, because every animal know a level, the extent where you go figure, they know their territory. Nigeria now, you cannot say the same thing about that. Nigerians can't. You are traveling by road, or you're not sure. You come up for your house, you're not sure. Hey, you go market, you're not sure. Even by air, they don't even escalate the prices of tickets now within Nigeria. If not because the senators, the thing on they affect, they pinch them. Now they shout come out. But the regular human being na road they go still collect. Me I even hear say one transporter don buy bulletproof van to take dey do transport because of this whole kidnapping issue. Hey, IDB, your mama mouth is foul. Your mother's mouth is foul. Your mother talks shit, right? Read my lips. Your mama dey talk shit. Your mama mouth e foul. Your mama and your grandmother and the lineage of every woman in your life. Oniragba fún ẹ. Are you okay? You people are using trick. Oh, okay, we know. Now we know your method now. You and Pablo. All of una don use, una don go do WhatsApp. You people cannot come out the way you used to come out before. You people want to be using trick now to enter. We dey here dey wait for now. No mind them. That's why they go dey use fake name pop and down. You know, see this Mumu, IDP or whatever they call him. Useless people. That's how they come. Look at them. This is how they come. Your mama, Eleshi, Ole Atole, your mother, your grandmother, every woman in your lineage. Ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ ní gbogbo wọn, àwọn ará oko, àwọn alátẹnujẹ, useless people. You people want to use sense to come. You people should be ready. 2027 is not going to be the same. You people don't have anything to campaign with now. It's to come here and be using trick. And my eyes are on you. You, Pablo. If you not like change name, come back again. You don't go better for now. Useless human being. No wonder if they come preach about Fulani for a year. Now your family house, now if Fulani go take start. Your family house and your entire family go fall into Fulani hand. Your entire family, IDP, you dey hear, open your ear. I know so you still dey here. Your entire family go dey kidnapped. You know what they do to people, now they go do to your family. That hand, that weapon, those guns when they use so they kpai people, you know, go depart from your family house. Now they craze. People want to enter, come and say, oh, that's the trick now. That's the new WhatsApp level. You people don't go do WhatsApp. Say no. Now when you come in, act like you're one of them, warm your way in, and then start to throw in your shit and your foul. Useless people. Hey, well, Mr. Ike, greetings, sir. Good evening. Mr. Ike, catch me the abuse. I beg. This Nigeria matter, we need to ready for these people. They craze. No mind, I will go kill all of them. Ogun go kill all of them. All of them, make that they come. All you bots. We ready for now. I bet Pablo go rest. You and who be your person? Who be your person? With all the comments when they come out, they make. I don't ask you to explain the one way you talk before. You never feel explain. Mona they come, we dey ready for now. Mona wait. Maybe it'll be fair announce where they go. We dey wait for now. Now here we dey. Let him first announce. You know, say we dey look for, we dey look, use side eye, they look for, they look una. I want see us now. I want content defend this mess when we dey right now. May the man first announce himself. If Nigeria not divide before then, no, because me, I'm not for forget one Nigeria. It does not exist in my books. The North should go their way. Everybody should answer their father's name. That's where I stand. The North can go, the rest, everybody else can decide they want to do regional. It's up to you people. But we need to have a sane person to even have this argument. Yeah? This is crazy. People will just come. Is that the trick you people want to use for 2027? Is that what you people are planning? You people should go and re-strategize in your WhatsApp group. Oh. There's nothing for you people to use this time around. If I were you guys, I'll go and be packing my load because there's nothing. They're not born any one of Nagwe to come they speak English on top of this or this pile of shit one I put for ground. You not get the English one I want speak when I go take escape. Eh? Excuse me. Michael, you make me laugh. That I don't know why. Anytime I hear Ogu Okiyo, Papa, the thing they always make me laugh. I don't know why. As you just talk now, I just dey laugh. Oh my God. Kola say, it seems as if a lot of people do not fully understand the trend. They don't. You know what I've noticed about Nigerians? If it has not happened to them directly, they don't understand. They cannot empathize, nothing. It's such a scary thing. They don't know the dangers they are living with. Look at this stupid IDB coming to talk about who they preach Fulani to me. Me, when I grew up for Ibadan, you want to come and tell me they've been there till the 40s, 50s, until they wipe out your entire family and rename your community. Anyway, that's what you want. Maybe that's what you're in your family. Your family is destined for being wiped away. You have chosen the path of being wiped away. Fine, deal with it, hang on to that, but don't use it to rob the rest of us. If that is what you have accepted for yourself and your family, own it. Go and tell your family that you sold yourself to the Fulani people to be wiped away. Go and own it. Don't involve the rest of us. Exactly, Mr. I. Greetings, sir. Trust the family is well. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Hi, Simwatwa. I hope I said your name well. Oh. They say we don't have structure. Still, they can't. I'm telling you, every day, Peter Obi, every day, Peter Obi, he talk. Okay, look at the comments he made recently now. The man said, he went to Indonesia. The Indonesia be Singapore has the highest number of Muslims, but they are educated, they are doing well, they are going to school, everything is different from what he says. And I'm summarizing, no, I'm not quoting him verbatim. The whole of Twitter now, so that they only that one. Meanwhile, their own people have said the same thing. It makes sense. This man gives them sleepless nights. He's the only one who keeps them awake at night. If they would have found something bad about that man, they would have found something to look at Ngige now. Look at Ngige. They are now using EFCC to chase Ngige. Now we be on a nightmare. We are here. We go nowhere. I just dey wait. Maybe it'll be fair announce. But we know wetin dey happen first. Now go here and hot. Or not be the one we do for now for 2022. He's a strategist. He built the Atlantic Ocean. He brought the moon down to the earth. He attached the sun to Jupiter. We dey here again now. We dey here. Under you people's nose, the man want start war with Niger. If to say not be northern, everybody went join her, say lie, not on our watch. Maybe now we for the fight for Niger. Till today, before you see the apple, you don't send Macron, don't send my boy go and enter Benin, because France don't lose all their hold for most of the West African countries when they be they sign fund from. Your baba, Emilokan, he rush. And to think that Benin and Yoruba people have ancestry, to show you that this man is possibly not a Yoruba man, he allowed the interference. He stopped the coup. People won't deliver themselves. How wicked can you be? Mona no worry. 2027 don't reach finish now. Exactly. Pablo, the only person that can give us a new Nigeria is Peter Obi. There's no way around it. It's not who can it be. It is Peter Obi. If you don't know that already, there's nothing I can tell you. But just don't come here and gaslight me, because me, I will not spare you. I will not spare you. In case you are watching me, I will not spare anybody. Even if Michael Natu today come, and I will not spare them too. Because you see this country, we must save our ancestral homes. We are not leaving it for no trigger happy Fulani bastard. Lie, it's not going to happen. Ha! Since una don sell na soul to Fulani, the rest of us not sell our soul. We still get them intact. Please. Ha! And we must teach the history. The children must not forget, because guess what? Even when we say we want to divide, one day they might decide they want to, let them come and do business. They will enter, finish, come they create their own laws before they come they stretch. Never again. We must get that country back. Let everybody do their own thing. Hi, Agakalu. You're from Togo. Wow. Welcome from Togo. How are you? I hope everything is good in Togo. Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping by from Togo. I hope everything is good over there. See what they talk about Nigeria now. Nigeria has been fighting African progress and Pan-Africanism since the time of Kwame Nkrumah, the late former president of Ghana. They don't dig up the history of Nigeria. They call out all the coons amongst your leaders, and they claim say they be nationalists, they be real leaders. They are not. Now they don't stifle the whole of Africa. I've been in some spaces where if you hear what they have to say about Obasanjo, you go they cry. How Obasanjo stifled them in other African countries. You people don't have any heroes. I beg. You don't have. Now the ones where Oyibo people just put for there as their front, na una get, una not get heroes. Most of them very materialistic, no vision, no transformation, nothing. Meanwhile, the people that really have the vision, they will stand in their way. They will fight with them. They will make sure they never get there. And now that same thing now one more we do again. Lie, it not go happen, no. Exactly, Kola. That's what I'm saying. How are we even sure he's Yoruba? How are we sure that man is Yoruba? I really doubt it. I really doubt that man is Yoruba. A lot of the leaders we have had, I don't think we have real Nigerians, so apart from maybe a few. I'm telling you guys, if you go and check very well, you'll be surprised that we have not been ruled by real Nigerians. They keep getting sabotaged because of British interests. Anyway, let me play this video since I'm here. Look, I hear what other people think of Nigeria.
They're trying to get back into Africa. So France is now taking a different direction. Now they're trying to get back into Africa by using one of their puppets. So now they're trying to use Bola Tinubu of Nigeria. They're trying to use this ugly motherfucker right here, this Walking Dead. They're trying to use him now to get back into Africa. Because General Langley didn't work. We saw the plot, we saw the plan, and we call it out. We say, you know what, General Langley, you're not one of us, bro. Get the fuck out. So they pull back. They pull back. They've been trying to use all of the puppets that they got. Langley, they're trying to use the Kenyan president. They've been using the South African president. Now they got the Nigerian president. You feel me? They got Nigerian president. They know they're trying to get back into Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. But they're using this Nigerian guy to do it. Man, Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger said, if Nigeria fly over their fucking airspace, it's go time.
It's fucking go time. I love that type of energy, man. Not because they look like us doesn't mean they're one of us, man. There's a lot of puppets. There's a lot of puppets that's just out to see the black race suffers. They have no backbone, man, like the Prime Minister of Jamaica.
That's where Nigeria have gotten to. Before, when they talk about Nigeria, people they put respect. Now the respect is gone because you have a gargoyle, an empty-headed man that God knows where only God knows where he come from. We will still dig and find out. Even if he buy, we go dig. We go collect this thing DNA to make sure. We need to trace where that man. I can bet that man is not Nigerian. Pablo, who they track you? He said just small comment. Be careful of your comment. I'm telling you. Be careful with your. He said they track her. Who they track you? I better go and rest. You are feeling important. If I track you, I go tell you. When I don't track you finish, I go tell you. So guys, make I leave am for here. Thank you all so much for joining me. I beg, let's keep our eye on the ball. 2027 don dey near, they come. More we ready. I beg, I dey beg. No time for darling. More we ready. What was it I was going to say before leaving? I hope I have said everything I needed to say. Okay, I think that's it for now. If I remember anything again, anyway, on my next live, I would I will let you guys know. But thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Pablo, I'm not getting anything against you. You understand? But let's know what we are doing. I beg. We don't have time. There's no time for play. No time for it at all. ADC have few weeks to come out in public to declare what they have been hiding. Mr. Ike, are you still waiting for ADC? ADC wants Atiku. It's Atiku's party. Let's not even pretend. They are waiting for Peter Obi to come and be vice that will never happen. That's what they are thinking. That's their plan. So forget, I've written off ADC. So there's no hope that's coming out of there. They are threatening Peter Obi by saying very soon the door will close, the window. I say may everything close. Let everything shut down. I rather not with what has been happening with Fulanis, with Rampage, not with what has been happening. I'm sorry. All bets are off. Let them run the party. Let Amechi come out as his VP. It's okay. We are here. We'll meet outside on the 27th. Amechi saying no one be VP, one run as president, no problem. They should all come out. May the man with the more dollars win. What can I say? But you see Peter Obi, when he come out announcing you, we know what to do. Now trap. Exactly. They want use trap. They say na rabbit, bushmeat, now they want catch. I just thank God for the wisdom when that man. And you know, Daddy from time. After that first visit, Daddy come out, he said no, he not trust those people. That made me, I like that. He left to me, I beg. Make Peter be wrong with that. Anywhere I go, me wrong. That combination is made. The universe formed that combination. We don't need any smell person. I'm telling you. Dirty, Peter will be dirty. Those are the best combination. Every other one are counterfeit. Let Amechi come out and Atiku. Let them come and be spraying dollars. After all, the people that are supporting them, they are all waiting for the dollars to be sprayed on them. That's why they are following them anyway. They don't have anything else to offer but the dollars. So let them. That's why they are defending them with their lives. You see them having spaces and lives talking about, I don't know, talking about what Atiku has not been around Nigeria. Ask Atiku how many IDP camps, even in his own region, how many, you no go know. Ask Sam, why are there so many out of school children in your region? What have you done? You no go know. The school when you get, how many people they fit afford to go? I beg you, Mufia. Anyway, Mr. Ike, thank you very much. I appreciate. Thank you all so much. Michael, thank you. Natu, I trust you're doing well, girl. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Who else was here? Kola, thank you very much, Kola. I appreciate. Agakalu, thank you. I can't go all the way up, guys. Mona not verse if I not mention her name, but thank you all. I really appreciate. I go see you now on the next one, Thank you. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.